Sound can go up a little. Yeah. Hi, Carface. Day 226. Whose emo is that? Chud VR. I actually haven't heard of that person. Hi, Error. Stretches. Hi, Shockrail. Whoa. Almost lost my balance on that one. I woke up a little bit before 7. I've been up for a while-ish. Oh. We're really close to 700. We're not gonna do anything at 700 followers. But I'm seeing that number and I'm like, whoa, wait, how'd that get there already? Taxes. We've reset taxes since we did beach day yesterday. Oh yeah, this one. Hi, Lost One. I feel like my upper back needs to be popped. Oh, I got it. I got it. 700 followers, my boy is growing up. When we started streaming, we had 56. Siphoning. Or siphoning IQ. Yeah, I kind of cheated. One of the requirements for affiliate is 50 followers. And I just had that already. At one point, I had 200 followers without streaming. But those were all bots. A while ago, all the VR chat streamers were getting hit by bot attacks. And if you spoke in their chat while the bots were going off, they would follow you as well. And so I just had like 200 followers with no stream. Okay, we did the lunges, we did that. We do the bendies now. Symphonia, gotcha. Your phone was trying to autocorrect it and fighting with you. Yeah, it's Symphonia. This is my first Tales game. Hi, Strog. Strog, I can't stop thinking about the interaction yesterday. When I was like, when do you take your test? And you were like, Tuesday. And I was like, no, it's Thursday. I cannot, like, stop thinking about just how stupid I feel from that. My second Tales game, it was okay. What was your first Tales game? I felt like it was too predictable. Really? Maybe if you were familiar with JRPGs. My mind was fucking blown. When we learned about Tetheala. If that's the stupidest you feel, then you're doing good. Abyss? Okay. I do think Abyss was better than Symphonia, especially story-wise. I messed with my mic a little bit. I had all the extra like wire coiling going around the cable, or going around the like bar part, and I think that kept pushing off the magnet, and so now it's kind of just loose, and I'm like, I just keep thinking about it. I got all the story beats before they happened, and it pissed my friend off. That would piss me off if I was getting you into Symphonia and it was just like you predicted everything. I'd be like, stop it, you're supposed to be surprised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Icy Fire. I'm stuck at work. Remind me why it's a bad idea to just fucking leave again. It's not. Live, laugh, leave your job. It's a bad idea because you live in a society where you need money to live. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hi, Global. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the one. Alright. We'll sit like this for a second. Stretch out my leg muscles. Loosen them up. And then we'll plank. Then we'll be good to go. Okay. Where am I, nerd? I'm here. We're at 7:17, so 13 seconds, and then I'll start. There's a fucking stink bug in my living room. What the fuck? Roundhouse kick it, Strog. Get it out of there. 7:30 start. When my clock says 10, we'll finish planking. And that's 10 seconds down. Hi, Bits. Hi, low energy today, Bits. If the insect's in my house, it's fair game. Shut up. What did I even do? 40 seconds down. Bits is so rude to me. All I ever am is nice to him. I heard we feed Elon bugs. Good lord, no. 1 minute down. 2/5 of the way there. Autocorrect, please. Hi, Juice. Oh, I think I just heard the music loop. I don't know if I've heard that before. 1 more minute. Fuck. Juice, I did 5 long squats. I did them your way. I think. 40 more seconds. 30 more seconds. Ow. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. Fuck. 15 seconds. Why is it so bad today? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, God. What do you mean question marks? Juice. When I squat, I'm supposed to do it like this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Is that Juice approved? You ready to finish Madoka, Juice? I need to fix my trackers. Everybody look away. What? I swear those stretches are crushing his nuts. Satania cry. Okay, that doesn't quite answer my question. Whatever. I'm going to assume he said yes. Exactly like that, Yulin. That was perfect form. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Do some of those every day, and you'll see results. That is exactly what you said. Working as intended. Wait, hold on. Alright, I need this camera. No, I didn't. Oops. And I actually need to turn. I get to do some walking today? Hell yeah. Hi, Logitech. Music. And then we start. And we're walking through Mount Hyjal. This is one of the first zones of Cataclysm. This is actually like one of the best expansion launches for World of Warcraft, because in the past they've always done like... Well, actually, no, I guess in Wrath of the Lich King they did 2 areas. Burning Crusade was a very rough expansion launch. And then Wrath of the Lich King, they did 2 areas. And I actually don't remember how the Wrath launch went, but I think it went smoother. Going to see the museum ship Bremerton. Oh. I have no idea what that is. The museum ship in Bremerton. Okay. So is that like... It's a traveling ship? Or is it stay there? Is it like... It never leaves this harbor? I remember when I visited Hawaii, I got to see, I think it was one of their submarines. I got to go on it. But it's like a submarine that, like, does not leave that harbor. It is very solidly just stationed here. What did I do yesterday? Hi, Pixel. I lost track of the bug and I went to grab my water bottle and I touched it. It was on my water bottle. Oh no. I was lurking Yulin live. Kill 'em bugs. Do stink bugs, like, release all their stink if you squash them? Is it like you squish them and then it's just like, oh god, I regret, and this room's gonna smell bad for a few days? Or can you just squish them and, like, clean them up? Yeah? Dang. They just stink in general? I don't know that I've ever encountered a stink bug then. That, or like, I couldn't smell them because my sense of smell fucking sucks. Yeah, if they feel threatened, they just start stinking. It stays there. It's the USS Turner Joy. A Forrest Sherman-class destroyer built in the 50s? Whoa. I think my favorite, like, US military ship is the one where the US Navy wanted to prove that, like, the Navy isn't for gays. And so they hired a local band to, like, sing a song about men and how manly men are on one of their ships. And they hired the YMCA, just having no fucking clue that the YMCA was, like, the flagship band for being gay. They literally shit themselves. For real, their shit reeks. That's tragic. I do. I mean the Village People, the band that did the YMCA. I don't know why I thought they were the YMCA. Well, I know why. Because it's not like I've listened to much of their music. And YMCA just sounds like a band name. No, it was the Village People. The YMCA, Keck. The YMCA is a place. Yeah, they they just did a song on a US Navy ship, which was like unheard of at the time. And it was about manly men. And men being men. And how the Navy ain't for gays. Hi, Kodiak. None of them jokes about, you know, there's no women on boats, so it's just men sealed in a can for weeks on end, and that's why they start fucking each other. That doesn't happen in this Navy. And they got the Village People. Do you think the person who, like, orchestrated that knew? I'm not convinced Yulin's a bottom after conflating the Village People with the YMCA. Now you're just gatekeeping being gay. What the heck, man? The ship is historically significant due to it being one of 2 ships involved in the Gulf of Tonkin incident in 1964. I've never heard of the Tonkin incident. Young man, when you're short on your dough, you... Oh god, wait, do I not know this? Is that Cadence? When you're short on your dough, you can stay there. And I'm sure you'll find many ways to have a good time. Why can't I, like, measure it out in my head? Hi, Etoile. The concept of gatekeeping the gay is awesome. You streamed for a long time yesterday. Actually, that's probably not a long time for you, because I remember someone else the other day saying, like, you do a lot of 48-hour streams. And I was like, fucking what? On mobile, getting ready for an appointment. Hi, Nyashu. 48 hours, people wish yes. I mean, some days I do long ones. I don't know. Sounds like it might be a common thing for you. Hope appointment goes well. Hi, Zuby. It's what escalated U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War. Oh. Man, the YMCA slaps. I know, right? They just have such good songs. All of their songs are just top tier quality. The YMCA, such a good band. Pixel and Strog are just like, Oh, I just thought of something, and now I'm already forgetting. I literally just had it in my head, and I'm already forgetting. Goofy. I don't mind, I think it funny. Wasn't that a promotional song for a gym or something? I don't know if it was a promotional song or they just did the song. But the band is the Village People, not the YMCA. You'd have to be a fool to mix those two things up and call the YMCA the band. Oh, I remember what it was, Nyashu. Did you see the most recent headline? Oh yeah, Zooey, the YMCA is a chain of gyms. Oh yeah, Zuby might not know that. The headlines? Yes, I'm just gonna grab the outfit from Ina. I'm very excited for the, I think it was Popola? Because there's a girl and a boy version of that outfit. So it's fucking femboy outfit, let's go. Think we can fund it before Monday next week? Absolutely not. No. What are you, nuts? Popona had the feature, yes? I was curious why she was streaming the headline on YouTube, too. Are you still talking about Tears of the Kingdom? No. Femboys? The, Etwell, the game I really like doing dailies in, is PSO2 NGS because it has the best character creator. And I can actually create femboy characters there. In, like, WoW, every fucking character just looks gross. Or, like, covered in muscles. And it's just like, man. Femboys assemble. But that was a good headline, somewhat good. It always depends who wants to get what outfits. Always something for anyone. The actual content of it was like, I don't know if that's that exciting. Like the combat stuff was like, whatever. But I was excited to see the scratch stuff that they showed. Which milestones are already planned, Ewan? What do you mean milestones? Are you talking like the next 50 day on the stream? Well, Mao, yes. That's what I keep telling people, that the character creator is very smooth and easy to manage. It's like... It's just in... I want every game to be PSO2 creator. If I could just take the housing and character creator from PSO and put it in, like, every other game I play, I'd be happy. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Strong? What do you mean by that when you say, what do you mean by that? It's so fun to say. I've been a bit down the rabbit hole lately, so I was watching streams in silence here. I'm juggling like 5 different fighting games at once. I have a problem. I bet one of them is Tekken. I was watching Ko play that before I went live. What do you mean by that? It is Tekken 7 as well. Oh, you're playing 8 and 7. 8 doesn't have Kunimisu? Oh. I was watching a clip from somebody, and they were just like, Tekken 8 changes the dynamic of combat a lot from 7, where you have to be a lot more active in like pressing buttons. And so most people, even like the professionals, are getting knowledge checked. Because the things you did in 7 that were good strategies just do not work in 8. And Negan, of course. I'll be honest, I have no clue who those two characters are. Yeah, it does, because 8 is not a position to be good yet, but it's pretty decent. Hi, Smug. But I'm playing Soul Calibur and Grand Blue Versus... Oh my goodness. My anime girl thigh gamer subs arrived. It was just Ewan's chat inside. Interrogative is Yebblebits just a mimic. Is Bits just a mimic? No, cause 2B and all. Yeah. Yeah. My buddy Koya was thinking about playing Grand Blue just for 2B. Interrogative is my favorite thing to say over the radio. That's one of those words where it's like, I see it used, I'm like, I want to check the definition of that. I don't know what that fucking means. What is that word? Don't worry, I already know how to do the self-destruct on 2B in Grand Blue. The skirt and blindfold comes off. Interrogate? It's just one of those things that, like, I'd want to check, you know? Interrogate, but, like, in a different tense makes sense. Mod check, did you answer? And I didn't hear. I did, Zuby. I answered, what do you mean by milestones? Oh, 250 and 300. I didn't understand you when you said 250 and 300. I'm thinking Black Desert Online for 250. For 300, I have not thought that far ahead. Admittedly, I don't know if I want to do the 12-hour stream celebrations on 50 days. Because they're fucking brutal and not fun. They are... I'm not somebody who's good at going 15 hours straight of streaming. My sleep schedule is too weak for that. And so, like, by the end of all of them, I've just been so toasted and burnt out that it's been, like, difficult to keep going. And I think I really showed on the Skyrim one where I was getting really sassy with people. And I don't think that was particularly a fun time. Definitely for me, but also for a lot of people. Interrogative. Yulin, do it clap. Nope. It's all gone. It's too small, which is why we want to start doing squats more. I see how it is. I'm undecided on it, Zuby. We have 24 days to make up our mind. I could go 6 hours with BDO. I could go 12. We'll see. Also have a drink today that I bought. So I hope everyone is well, and I will cheers to that. Hell yeah. You preface a question with interrogative. Oh. It's just a fancy way to say, I have a question? I feel like if somebody actually did it that way, I'd be like, holy shit, this fucking nerd. Delicious air-fried Euland. I like this part of the walk here, where you just see the fucking portal to the Firelands just ominously in the background. You say it over the radio so the other users listen up, and then you know they have to respond. Oh. Why would Yulin be air-fried? Hi, Emma. Because when I stream for a 3-hour walk, and then I stream for 12 hours with some game, at the end of that, I'm just toasted. My brain is not that smart. I struggle going like 15 hours. Some people, like Huntera Doll, like Etoile. Why is it both dolls? Why is it the two dolls that are absolute monsters with streaming up to like 40 hours? Hi, Elder. That's weird. My leg breaking? Yeah, it is. 15-hour streams, Jeebus. It is not 15 hours of walking, I'll tell you that right now. Alright, that should be fixed. Ow. It's like that one race in Mass Effect that say their emotion first and then the sentence because they always sound deadpan. That is incredibly sensical. Boy Kisser emote win. If you want me to add a 7TV emote, you gotta send it to me on Discord. Send me the 7TV link, and if I like it, I'll add it. There's a few I've added that I don't like, but Mass Effect? More like Mass Erect. It's not really anything special. A bunch of notes yesterday. Which one do we talk about first? We'll talk about the Fillion one that Bits linked me because he's still awake. And I don't know how long Bits is going to be awake. Wokage corrections, Axe effect. So, a bunch of editors are mad at Fillion. Fillion being a really big VTuber. I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. Well, I've already started. Fillion sends an email to a bunch of known clip channels and editors. And it's like, hey, I need editors for clip channels. I've, heard of you as an editor, so I'm sending you this email, yada yada. Basically, you make clips for me on YouTube. And you do some editing to them. I send you the clips. Like, I'm providing the clips for you. You just got to do some editing to it, post it to the channel. For each clip that you post that gets 100,000 views, which given Fillion's size should be very attainable, you would get $200 for every million views. And the minimum payout would be like $20 for 100,000 views. And so they don't even have to like watch the stream. They don't even need to like know the context. They just get these clips and they can they get these clips and they can just do some editing to them and post them to the channel. And an editor was like, "Hey, Fillion, how about you pay your editors a proper wage and not use predatory tactics?" Can you tell I'm biased with this story? And it was just like, I could see where they're coming from. Because, like, people should be paid for their work, and this makes it a commission-based system where it's like, if you don't do numbers, you don't get numbers, right? If the clips you're posting suck, you're not going to get paid that well. But you work those hours and you should be paid. And, like, I understand that logic. But, like, to call it predatory felt like a bit of a stretch. To call it, like, I don't know. To, like, do a call-out post on them. Just felt in, like, a little bit of bad taste. Fillion's not my favorite person. But I felt like this was a pretty generous offer, and, like, if you don't like it, you can just say no. Like, if you don't want to do this job because you don't like the idea of getting paid based on view count, you can just be like, nah, I'm good. But I don't know. The thing is that, like, Fillion gets paid based on essentially commission, right? There's no, like, you get this much based on how much you do. She gets money based on how well the streams do. Based on how well the things do. So is it necessarily fair to, like, have everybody under her held to that same level? Where it's like, you have to do well to earn a certain level of pay. And if you don't do well, you don't get paid that much. Because Fillion also has that. Or is because it's like, she's the boss. Everybody under her has to get paid a, like, set amount. Hi, Jack. Euland, you cute. No, you. I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I'd say with 80%, Fillion's in the right. But, like, I don't want to, like, hardline say, no. She's 100% right. There's no situation where she's wrong. Does that make sense? I don't know. I feel like people would be complaining if it's like, you get paid this much, but you're capped. And so even though the Clips channel is doing fucking incredible and doing amazing, it's like, well, contractually, we agreed that, you know, I don't pay you more. I feel like if that was the case, if somebody was, like, really making money from this Clips channel, or, like, really doing numbers with the Clips channel, and pulling like many millions of views, but getting paid like, I don't know, let's say it was 25 an hour and they were working 5 hours a week on it. That doesn't sound like a good deal. 125 a week. It's a kind gesture that she's offering something when they're already clipping things without offering benefits from those VTubers. Yeah. And it sounds like she's doing a lot of work for them. Like, so there's a big clipper named Cooksy, who basically, he has clipped a lot of VTubers, but he is like actively making the clips himself. He has set up a system where like people in these big channels, people ping him, and he just shows up in that channel and hits the clip button. And then he does some editing for it, puts it to his channel. And he's been, you know, that's his system. But like he has to do a lot of that himself. And he has like set up a whole system where like he has people in every channel pinging him. He has built up the like community and encouraged them to ping him. With this, Fillion's like, you don't have to do any outreach. You don't have to do any, like, training for the community. I literally send you the clips. I mean, it's basically, I will give you a percentage of the profit for the vid, just worded differently. Yeah. But I do feel as someone that works with a contract commission system, I always make sure my artist is properly paid. I do think it would have been better if it was like, there will be a minimum. I mean, so the minimum was, you know, 100k views, you'll get $20. And it should have been like, you know, you will get paid for this much per hour as a minimum. Bear in mind, I will close the contract if that happens too much. If you work 10 hours a week on this, and your clips are just fucking dog shit, right? I'm gonna fucking close this. But I don't know. It felt like a very, maybe it felt like too like it doesn't cover too many bases, but overall has good intentions. I don't know. The tweet that Bits showed me, the person was getting rinsed in the replies for the most part. Because they just really had a fucking hard stance against Fillion. By being like, this is predatory. Pay your editors for the work they do. And it's like, they're getting paid. I can see somebody in the streamer's perspective getting fucking crazy, man. Because the thing I said earlier, right? Like, there's no guarantee how much Fillion makes a month. That is a number that changes every payout. And so, I can see it being frustrating where it's like, I have to adhere to this and not have any guarantee in how much I get paid. But I have to guarantee everyone under me? What the hell? Also, I need a drink. We're already at 1 mile? Oh my god. We're fucking cruising. Jack is super cute. I haven't seen enough Jack lately. Jack, do you play Lethal Company? What other stories do I have? Oh, I saw another Twitch-related story. This one's just fucking cring. There was a streamer who was doing like a PO boxing stream. So basically, like, people had sent stuff to her PO box and she was opening the gifts on stream. And she got a package from one of her mods. And she was like, oh, what's this mod? And the mod's like, oh, that's actually mine. You could open it if you want to, but those are actually clothes I ordered for me. And she's like, what? And he's like, yeah, I ordered those for me, and it's, cheaper to send them to your house than it is to mine. Ha ha ha. And she's just like, fucking, dude, what? If you guys haven't, like, connected the dots, this mod was like, I'll send clothes to her house so that I can, like, oh, I've got an excuse to come to your place and come pick up my clothes. Ah ha ha. And it's just like, what the fuck, dude? Ugh. It did not go over well with her, and she was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Ew. But like, it's so, he just tries to play it off like, oh yeah, it's cheaper for me to send them to your place than mine. What the fuck is dude talking about, huh? It sounds kind of creepy. Hi, lamb. Not even like kind of creepy, just like outright creepy. Just like, ugh. I only have 2 mods. One of them is Bits for Discord stuff, and one of them is Lost One for Twitch stuff. So I don't have like any problems with my mods. There's some people where it's like, I could see this person being a mod and being like, ooh, maybe not. But like, dude, the idea of having somebody just go try something like that as a mod, that's just like shivers up my spine. I have a friend that says like, never mod your friends. But then I see a story like that, it's like, maybe you do mod your friends. I was modding for another friend from VR, but like, he just doesn't want to communicate, so I went out of it. I honestly just want to do most of it myself. I just like, there's things that are difficult for me to do. So like, Bits is a mod in the Discord, so that like, if a bot gets in, or a hate raid, there's more than just me that can take care of it. Because I need to sleep sometimes. We had a day where somebody came in and started spamming weird shit. And I didn't have any mods in the Discord, and so it just sat there for a while. I was like, shit. And so from that, I didn't even ask him, I just gave mod out to Bits. And typically if I'm asleep, people can message me or Bits, and somebody will get it. With Stream, I have Lost One as a mod just because it's so hard to click on people while walking. Mods do need to agree with the streamer. And if there's no communication, that is problematic. I do think Lost One can be a little, I don't want to say ban happy, but overzealous. He has a lot less tolerance for shenanigans than I do. I encourage a lot of it. And Lost One's just like, why do you put up with this? Yeah, I was the same. I ban very easily, and he unbans a person and instantly regrets it, and I'm like, well, I'm not needed here. Yeah, I couldn't be a mod in Twitch chat. Because I'd want to time you out, Ewan. You wouldn't be able to time me out. I don't think mods can time out the broadcaster. I'm pretty sure that's just not a thing. And what do you mean, Bits? We're like always on the same page. It always feels like it's you and me against the world, Bits. What do you mean you'd want to time me out? What do you mean by that? No, the fuck it is. That'd be weird if you could time out the broadcaster. would the stream also time out? I'm sure just like God, what would happen, right? A mod can actually end the stream. I'm pretty sure they have to be an editor. I think there's like mod and editor, and editors can end the stream. There's a command that exists. I forgot how to do that. What are your thoughts on mods that you trust but rarely can make it to stream? So I think the best mods are the ones that are like there always. But like I don't see the problem with having extra mods that you trust a lot. I don't personally give out that many mods. But like if it's somebody that's really not there too often, I don't think it's particularly a problem to have a mod. Now, I do think there is a slight, and I mean a very slight problem, by having too many people as mod or VIP. Because there's a thing where, like, people get intimidated that, like, everybody's a mod or VIP when they're new. I think it's very minor. I think it only affects some people, but it could potentially chase away that group. But, like, if you come into a chat, there's 20 viewers, and you don't see a single person other than yourself that doesn't have mod or VIP, it can feel very, like, alienating, in a way. But, like, I've been in that situation before. It doesn't, like, mean anything to me. But I have heard people say that it bothers them. So I wouldn't want to, like... I wouldn't want to have, like, the most active chatters all have VIP. I wouldn't want to have the most active people, like, all mod, all VIP, and somebody new comes in and they don't stick around. I've only seen this in, like, 2 channels, though. But, like, mods that you trust but can rarely make it a stream? Nah, I think that's fine. I do have a very envious position of, like, what I would call, like, right-hand mods. Where, like, they never miss a stream. They are always available. They just actively want to, like, moderate the stream. So my friend Corvu, she has a mod named Icewinter. Icewinter, like, just likes the stream. He does not miss a stream. And he will take care of the chat. He has enabled Core to be fucking lazy, and, like, she doesn't change her games anymore. Hi, Kayla. So, like, she'll switch from, I don't know, Destiny to Genshin. And she'll be like, Ice, can you change the game? And it's like, you are on desktop, Core. That is something so easy for you. But Icewinter does it. Ice just has the time to be there always, and he just wants to. Like, he just likes that stream so much that it's better for him in his eyes if he is always, like, attentive and moderating. And so, like, I'm very envious of a mod like that. Lost One is kind of like that, except 5 days a week he's at work. So 5 days a week, he's, like, not totally available. But he's still, like, listening. And I could be like, hey, Lost One, could you ban this person? And it might take a bit of delay, but it'll get done. I mean, some streamers like to use their mods in their own way. Eats Core. This is why I asked Elin before I shoosh the trolls. Core too cute for anyone to say no. God, she really is. I need to fucking cough. Hi, Senro. I done goofed. Thank you. Went to bed too early. Woke up too early. You hate to see it. I do like listening to the stuff you talk here. What everyone has to say. But sometimes I get lazy to log in. Too late to go back to bed? Oh no. Yeah, I used to mod like that for Telena. Where it was like, I would always catch a stream, because it was my favorite streamer. And like, because I was always watching and always in chat paying attention to that, I could pretty much catch any issue that happened. Now, the problem with that stream is that she modded like 5 people, and like the other mods were a lot less tolerant on stuff than I was. And so Telena has a very like antagonistic sense of humor. She very much constantly teases people. Which means like if you tease people, you're gonna get teased by others. And so like people would come into the chat and they'd be like, "Fuck you, Telena." And this would be like a friend of hers from VR chat or some other game. And I knew like if somebody says "fuck you, Telena," that's probably a real friend of hers. That's probably not someone they want banned. And other mods would be like, first message saying "fuck you, streamer," get them out of here, and they'd ban them. And Telena would always be like, "No, no, no, that's one of my friends, unban them." And I was just like, they're so trigger happy. Yeah, it's hard for mods to tell unless that person is a regular. Oh, yeah. And like, if you're not a regular and you don't have a sense of that, I feel like you shouldn't be ban happy. So like you asked earlier about people you trust that aren't there that often. I feel like those people should have a sense of like, I'm here to ban bots that come in. I'm here to like ban literal slurs. But like if you're not there that often and somebody comes in and says an inside joke and you ban it, I feel like you should kind of have the sense of like, maybe hang back a little bit from that. I've had that happen. Perish? No. I know Farisu plays WoW. Obviously, I play with her. Did you ever play WoW? Did you ever play WoW? Did you ever play WoW at all? Or are you normal? I have no idea how I'm going to record the next zone in WoW, because it's underwater. And I'm just like, are there like walkways on this? Yes, a bit. I get the urge every year for once a month to play an MMO. Hi, Sarahs.
Hi.
I don't know why. I want to see them flying.
Boop, boop.
Boop. Work out those wing muscles. Hi, Feet Chan.
I'm bouncing around before I get started for stream, so.
Hell yeah.
Boop.
Have a good one.
Wow.
Is it normal when just about everyone I know played WoW? Is it not normal? Online, I'd say no. I feel like it's very common for everybody to have played WoW at some point. Especially like if you've played WoW, I feel like you're a lot more likely to like know WoW players. I never did. Oh, you're better for it. Yeah, true.
I never have either.
It's one of those things where like the non-WoW player, it's not quite like an echo chamber, but like if you're in it, you see it a lot more. So like stuff on Google. If you look at a lot of conspiracy theory stuff, you're gonna see a lot of more conspiracy theory stuff. Wait, this part of WoW I remember. I was PvPing here and killed someone very salty. Hell yeah. I'm just curious because I'm scratching that itch with fighting games. Have you ever heard of Bloody Roar? I want to say I have. Bloody Roar's like where most of the characters are like anthropomorphic, right? I'm very like, I've only seen it for like one clip when a friend was playing it. I think. It's like how seemingly everyone I know plays VR chat. 0 hours in WoW. But I was a hardcore RuneScape 3 addict for years. Yep, they are zoanthropes, as they call them. It's an amazing game. Yulin should get blow up hot tub and start swimming in it for next WoW location. No, the next WoW location is Vashir. I think it's gonna suck because when you're in Vashir, you have these little bubbles coming out of your mouth. And so when I'm fully zoomed in, you just see these bubbles going in front of your face all the time. And here's the worst thing. Because it's based on your steps, so I'm like stepping like this, the bubbles are like going up and down and up, and I'm just like, oh, I hate this so much. So a Full Metal Homeland. I need to figure something out for the Vashir video. Set up bubble particles on Abby? I'm too stupid for that, Etoile. I started learning Avatar stuff. And I have not gotten far. All of this, I had a friend do. I need to do that for sleep gesture? So just like have little Z's coming out of you. I wouldn't mind helping you if you need. I've already been meeting with somebody who's like been helping me. I will definitely like maybe ask you questions when I get back to it. The problem at all is that I myself like, I'm the type of person that when I hit a roadblock, I don't just keep like bashing my head against it until I get it. I don't keep like, I need to get this, it's bothering me until I understand this. If I don't understand something, I want to do anything else. If I didn't get it pretty quickly or naturally, I just want to like procrastinate anything else. I envy you for that. I'm kind of the opposite. I envy other people for not being like this because it means I'm really, really bad at learning new skills. In video games, if there's something that you think is cool, you'll probably like practice it and play with it until you're good with it. For me, if I fail at something, I just try something else. So like, I look at like speed running in games and I'm like, I would fucking never. And it keeps me from being kind of good at games. Whereas like you're just like, I like this Samus or Metroid game so much, I'm just gonna fucking master the shit out of it. Whereas like I would get to a point where I struggle, I'm just like, I am just not gonna play this anymore. But I do know that it's, you know, grass is always greener on the other side of the fence issue. Yesterday was frustrated at some tutorials that rambled on and on. No, for me, I need to message Wheeze. I need to like, hey, sit with me, or, you know, tell me what I do next. We were starting to mess with the hair. I would need to just skip that and upload the avatar. I think all it needs to do is like connect the face emotes that are already set up and then upload it. And then I just need to go through the process of because he sat with me to learn sculpting and weight painting. And I actually feel kind of decent at those now. It's just the, like, knowing what to click next, right? It's like, okay, so you've done this step, now do this step. You've done this step, now do this step that I really need to learn. Working on the comfy map? Oh, maybe we go there today. That map should really be in my, like, after stream, just, like, comfy section. And I keep forgetting to, like, go there and favorite it. You can't get there without me? I thought you had a public version. Since it's privated? What the heck, Sen? Oh, if you've got weight painting, you're a pro? Okay, I kind of have weight painting. The avatar I was working on was a Virgin Destroyer avatar. And, you know, messing with the hands, I'm like, oh, this is easy. The elbows, you bend them. This is easy. The legs, sure thing. The straps that go from the chest to the thigh highs. Fucking kill me. Fucking, I hate this. Fucking kill me. I hate these things. Weight painting is no longer fun. I don't like this. The first iteration is public, but not as comfy? Okay. Yeah, weight painting was fun until I got to the complicated straps that, like, go from chest to thighs. Same thing with sculpting. Sculpting the stuff on the arms? Fine. Sculpting the things on the legs? Totally easy. Sculpting the very tight underwear in between the legs? I hate this. Plus it's kind of depressing tone, lol. Well, you lost your balls rights. What the fuck, Kayla? What other stories do I have? Here's a, like, funny, but also, like, really depressing story. So there's a channel that is pushing clips of Joe Rogan. But not just, like, actual clips of Joe Rogan. AI Joe Rogan. And it's clips of Joe Rogan going like, the government doesn't want you to know that they have the last dinosaur in the Pentagon. And it's like, really, really stupid shit like that, that, like, to us, that's just a fucking stupid joke. And then you think about it and you realize, oh no, there's people that are gonna actually believe this, because, like, the people that watch Joe Rogan, shit. Oh no. Something about aliens in Mexico. Russia has captured and found the last megalodon. They have it, and they're arming it. They are weaponizing the last megalodon. Oh, fuck. I can just see somebody being like, I ain't going in the ocean now. Russia's got the megalodon.
Lasers.
How do you feel about someone killing you by stabbing you there? That sounds awful, Kayla. I gotta go for now. I'll try to make it back to chat. Take care, y'all. Have a good one, Etoile. Thank you for stopping by. Something about aliens in Mexico. Dude, it's... And, like, if you really know AI, if you're, like, privy to, like, catching AI, or someone's told you, like, yeah, you can hear the AI in it, but if you're just, like, scrolling through TikTok or YouTube and you come across it, you might not know. You might get bamboozled. Not might. You will. I might not have caught that it's an AI clip if I just came across it. If I was just shown this clip of Joe Rogan being like, the government doesn't want you to know they have the last dinosaur in the Pentagon, I'd have been like, there's no way Joe Rogan said something that stupid. Oh my god. Holy cow, I can't believe he actually believes that. I mean, I enjoy Joe Rogan's inquisitive nature and everything. So earlier I said, you know, Joe Rogan fans are dumb. I don't necessarily believe that. I just feel like a lot of the people that watch Joe Rogan, a chunk of them, might not have the inquisitive nature or think about things as much. It's kind of just like, you know, the type that's going to hear something and carry it. He does have an inquisitive nature. That is kind of good. Sometimes he gets to the wrong conclusion. Bigfoot's trained to use M249 machine guns and man pads. His watches are rather stupid. I don't want to say all of them. But I don't think of Joe Rogan watchers as like the pinnacle of intelligence of podcast communities. I don't know. Windows 11 lock screen started using AI instead of photos of nature and it looks pretty terrible. Well, here's the thing. Like, hi Wrath. We're pretty good at picking out AI because we are so in tune with it. Somebody of our age group that's unfamiliar with it, like, they go to work, they go home, and their hobby is like going to the basketball court and just playing basketball. With regards to technology, they're somewhat, you know, just not out of touch, but like they're not looking at it as much as we are. They're very outdoorsy. They go play basketball. Maybe they watch TV for some NBA games. They like camping. They're not going to be as like adept at catching AI stuff as we are. You show AI stuff to a 65-year-old man who's just like still using a Commodore 64 and has like a rotary phone. You show him a fucking car crash from GTA and he's like, oh my god, this is the worst car crash I've ever seen. They literally can't tell the difference. Most of them will believe whatever he says. I can pick it out as I watch the tech closely. It's getting too damn close to Skynet. But here's the thing, it doesn't even need to be that close. Just the fact that there's like a large portion of the population that like is so unaccustomed and unaware that the bare minimum will fool them is what's concerning, right? So like the scam calls, the Nigerian prince, send me $10,000 and I'll return it to you tenfold or whatever. That doesn't need to work on everybody. That needs to work once. And there's a large portion of the population who are just, they're not going to think of that. They're not ready for it. And they fall for it. Well, the same thing with AI. If 99% of the population can like pick it out and be like, ah, this is shit and not real. If 1% can't, that's still like 3.3 million people in the US that can fall for the scams like that. That can fall for like misinformation like that. And that's an issue. If you cannot think for yourself and do rational thinking on the fly, you're in deep shit. I agree. But also like, hi non-dairy. But like, how do you prepare someone for that who just grew up outside of it, right? Like, if you were born in 1960 and you were raised on a farm, didn't have much technology, your life is, farm animals. You're like fucking incredible as a farmer. And then just, you get a call from this that's like, hey, not even like Nigerian prince send me $10,000. But like, actually not even a call. Let's say you get an email that has a link. Hi, Sir Noble. And you click on that link and it takes you to a blank page. And you go, what the hell? This link's dead. And so you just close it, think nothing of it. And then 2 days later, you go to your bank and pay off a bill. And then after that, your bank account's just emptied because that initial email that you got that was a link that led to a blank page, that was a keylogger you downloaded. And when you went to your bank, they got your bank information and emptied your account. How do you prepare someone for that who's never had, like, who just doesn't know what that is? They just grew up without anything even remotely similar to that technology. You start with the basic concepts and terms with proof of explains. Yeah, but what do you mean you start? Is this like some guy going door to door being like, hey, you're old and I gotta teach you about cybersecurity? Like, This is a... What do you mean you start? This is a guy just getting blindfolded. You start off with the basics. No, Kayla. You're not getting what I'm saying, though. Like, how do you start? At what point do they start? At what point do they know they need to start learning about this? They have been completely just, like, unaware of these issues. They don't know that it exists. That's what I'm saying. You can't just, like... You can't just be a farmer, completely disconnected from it, and then, like... You know, if you're lucky, your nephew is like, hey, by the way, if you ever get an email that has a link and it's from an email address you don't recognize, don't click on it. If you ever get brought to a blank white page, immediately do a virus scan and clear out your computer. Right? If they're lucky, they have that. But if they don't have that nephew that's like, hey, watch out for this, how do they know to fall for it? How do they know to watch out for it? After their account has been drained of 10K? Sadly, yes. After their account has been drained. Hi, honey. Hun, I had a very interesting thought earlier. So you were the person, Hunt, that I know of that, like, streams crazy long hours. Like, 24-hour streams. I've recently met someone named Etoile Doll, she was here just a little bit ago, who also is known for crazy long streams. She's regularly gone 48 hours. And I'm like, hang on. Huntera Doll? Etoile Doll? Why are all these dolls streaming for such long hours? Then they're fucked. Learning by trial and error, I guess? But that just sucks. Like, it sucks that the error costs you 10,000 or potentially your life savings. Like, that shit sucks. That's why we don't blame scam victims. It's hard to learn this stuff if you're not into tech. It's a doll thing, I guess. Welcome back. Oh, she was here?
A responding error there.
Etoile is great. She was in my recommended streamer recently, Non-Dairy, and so I was like, oh, I've heard about Etoile for literally like a year. So I'm gonna go, like, check out and follow. And I've been really liking their streams lately. I am a big fan of her Roomba segment, where somebody redeems Roomba. She sinks her head into the ground and just... and it's just her head literally sliding along her floor. Also, I know them. But yeah, she popped by and was hanging out earlier. She offered to help me with models. And I was like, that's so kind of you. The problem isn't the people that'll help me. It's me. Because there's so many people that are like, I'll help you with models. And I'm like, yeah, maybe. If I actually get to it. What are we at? We're at 2.5 miles. We're going so fast. I need a drink. Alright, I'm going to talk about it. My new phone is set up. I took pictures yesterday. My butt is gone. My butt is literally just like half of what it used to be. So we're going to do more squats on stream. And hopefully that brings it back. However, our tummy is also gone. So now I have like a sexy, small, flat tummy. And I was like, okay. This was... I don't know if it's a worth trade. New phone, what is it? It's an Asus ROG. So yeah, I had fun taking pictures yesterday. But have you been to the dentist? No, we're not talking about that, Non-Dairy. We're talking about the pics I took, my new phone, and my pictures. A what? It is an Asus ROG phone. Gamer Goats, the gamer phone. I got a great deal on it buying it from Shin. And like, for what I need for a phone, literally a fucking Jitterbug would work. So, I actually don't know if a Jitterbug would work. I literally just need apps and to be able to make calls and texts. I wonder if there is a Phantom doll or a Hero doll. Would Euland ever? Would Euland ever what? Euland flat, kind of. Strap him down, I'll get the dentist tools. No! We'll get it taken care of someday, non-dairy. Surely we're not gonna go 3... Surely we're not gonna go 4 months. We're probably not gonna go 5 months without addressing this tooth problem, okay? It will get taken care of. Eventually. Probably. I'm gonna have to tie you down so you go to the dentist, aren't I? I'm solving this now. No! It's scary. I had a thought that fucked me up. Because I'm like using like the Missouri health insurance that's free. They pay for a dentist visit. Or my health insurance should cover a dental visit. However, because it's like the cheapest available insurance, I don't know if they're gonna give me like a pain number. I don't know if they're gonna numb me up for it. And I'm like, oh, I'd rather not do this at all if I'm not numbed up for this. Novocaine? I don't know if that's like, oh yeah, your health insurance won't cover this. They have to numb you for a filling? My father was a dentist for 25 years. Legally they have to? Okay. You can decline it? I would not decline pain numbing.
But the thing is, the past few times I've had fillings, the numbing shot just did not work for me, so I felt everything.
Shouldn't they, like, only start once they know you don't feel it? Because anytime I've had fillings done in the past, it was like, they give you the shot, and they're like, okay, I'm going to blow on you the tooth, can you feel this? And then they shoot it with some air, and I'm like, yep, that felt cold and fucking hurt. And they're like, all right, we're going to give you another shot then.
Well, the thing is, they just kept giving me shot after shot, and then they were like, "Yeah, we can't give you any more shots. You're just gonna be feeling it here."
Oh. I've had them where I've had it where like they had to give me the shot like 4 times. They can offer it, but they are not required if you ask. I have many fillings done without it all the time. Oh God, I don't know why you do it without. Are you a redhead? Because redheads often have issues with anesthetics. No. I actually, when I grew up, I was blonde, and I have, over time, become brown hair, brunette. So, like, no. But they can't just deny you it's a game practice thing? I would trust Euland over any of my family to hold my phone or looking through my history. You build a resistance to the pain? Humane, not game. Well, okay. They might, like, be required to offer it, but do I have to pay for it? There was a dentist in Fairview Heights called the Dream Dentist, and their claim to fame was that they would put you out for any routine dentistry. No. Here's the thing. I don't want to go to, like... This is bad. I don't want to go to the clinic where they're, like, rushing because they have a million clients and they do a fast job, and I have to pay for the Novocaine anyway. When I could just go to, like, the dentist my parents go to and pay there and get what I expect to be better treatment. You don't really pay for it. It's rather damn cheap. It's included. Okay. Okay. It's like $5 a vial. I see. I see. Oh. Is Nyashu still here? I actually had fighting game news in my notes. Nyashu, if you're still here, Monk is joining DNF Duel. There was a trailer for him. So yay. And the legal amount you can give someone is around 12 on average. Oh, DNF Duel. I don't think I know anything about DNF Duel. Inuyasha? No. It's Monk. He kind of just looks like Soul Bad Guy. But like I guess the characters in this game don't have names. They're called like Monk, Spellblade, Fighter. Seen very little of that game, but it's kind of I do like BlazBlue because of Jubei. Yeah, I saw 2 trailers yesterday. There was the Monk joins DNF Duel and Dragon's Dogma Mystic Spearhead. Which, Dragon's Dogma looks fucking cool. I saw somebody playing with a spear yesterday in the Mystic Spear trailer. Where it's like a double-sided spear, and this dude's just like playing his fucking Master Yi Alpha Strike, but also Dragoon from Final Fantasy XIV. But I played very little of DNF, just seen it. I played sometimes Guilty Gear. There's a drill out on the market that is rather neat. It replaces the Novocaine injector tool. Oh god. When I think about it, any fighting game you've seen, I've probably tried seeing it. The only fighting game I played was Super Smash Bros. And I had my heyday. That is long and past. They integrated the Novocaine injector into the drill too. Everyone plays Smash Bros, especially in VR chat. When you wanna, you know, smash your bros. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't Smash Bros. This is just anal sex. I don't know if that's like a meme translation or if that's an actual like doujinshi panel. I genuinely don't know. Whoa. Smash Bros is actually huge. Of how many characters they have? Yeah, they have over 100, right? Little Mao Yulin does a Smash Bro. Now these days there are 20k drill systems, Yulin, using fucking lasers. Good lord. But I never could get into that. I wanted to try Rivals too. I got into it when it was literally Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64. I played Fox back then. Not that I was any good. But I remember playing Fox back then. Melee came out. I think I still played Fox. I might have started to play someone else, but I don't remember. And then Brawl came out. Now this is when I was in high school. And me and my friends, we started having tournaments with like a pot to like ante into, and then winner takes the pot. And I was not winning with Fox. But I picked up Ike. And I became the monster. In a group of like 20, nobody was beating me with Ike. I was a short-hopping monster, abusing my priority system. I'm off to work. Have a great rest of the stream. Bye, Nondary. I hope you have a good day. That game was a pixel fighter. Now the second one is 3D. Seen with the laser drills what they can do? They can cut through a whole tooth in 10 seconds flat. Jesus! That's horrifying. What happens to the tooth when it's being cut through? Is it like just fucking disintegrating, or like how does it not hurt the nerve ending? It's atomized? Oh god. As much as I want to play my games with the Xbox controller, every goddamn time I get a controller, the D-pad is messed up in one way or another. No! It's just gone. Might as well just use keyboard. That's tragic. People complain about sticks having drift, but I never got that. My D-pad is always messed up. My Switch controllers have a bit of drift. It's usually not enough to like really bother me. One of them is worse than the others. Whatever is drilling, there's nothing but maybe a touch of ash, if that. Whatever it's drilling. Oh, Alex crashed again. What's another story I got for you guys? If streaming doesn't work out, I've got my dream job lined up already. So there's people that can be OnlyFans typers. Where basically, let's say some big content creator has an OnlyFans. The time you got railed on the train. No. Let's say somebody is a big content creator, they have an OnlyFans, let's say Amaranth. Well, she has a tier of her OnlyFans where you can send her messages. You can like flirt with her, ask her how her day is going, talk to her and whatnot. And that's all well and good, right? But here's the thing. It's not actually Amaranth you're talking to. Who you're talking to is somebody that's basically posing as Amaranth and interacting with you on her behalf. So, like, you sign up for OnlyFans, you message Amaranth, they message you back and flirt with you and whatnot. The real Amaranth? No idea this interaction even happened. They know that it is happening, but they're just like, you know, whatever. They collect the paycheck, they pay this typer, and here's the best part. For OnlyFans typers, guys tend to be better at it because guys know what guys want. So if streaming doesn't work out for me, we've got the dream job lined up. Oh god, I remember that. I saw a friend send me a picture. She has like near 50 million from text. Yeah, she makes a lot of money from the conversations. And that's because they're good conversationalists on OnlyFans. You talk to them, they will have a full conversation with you. They're responsive, they're fast. I don't know if it's like, hey, I'm don't respond when they're live on Twitch, because then it'll be obvious that it's clearly not them. But like, that's a job. It's not even like one person. It's like a team of OnlyFans typers that she has. They do that already? They get like gay Brazilians to pretend for them? Can we cook core? No. I think I'd rather have an AI text me than someone random on OnlyFans, Lamau. Well, if you need practice, let me know. Oh, Strog. I don't need practice. I've been doing this shit for years! We started on World of Warcraft Burning Crusade, baby! I need a drink. Wearing slutty armor on my paladin back in Burning Crusade. Damn, girl. Your armor's so hot. Yeah, you like it? buying GF. That is... I didn't think that was happening. I didn't think, like, there were people on your OnlyFans, like, messaging you for you as a content creator. That's just something I didn't think of, but I'm like, oh my god, that's so genius. Of course they would do it that way. I hate slutty armor, to be honest. I like it when the variance is there. I like practical looking armor. I love slutty armor. But I hate it when it's like, the girl has slutty armor, and the guy has bulky, like, practical armor. I want
Guys.
there to be options where both of them can get slutty armor, and both of them can get practical armor. 3.2 miles, and we're starting a Guild Wars video. This is the Diessa Plateau. I like having choice. I like it when girls have, like, slutty armor and practical armor. The biggest thing for me, which is so fucking hard to find in so many games, is guys that have, like, slutty armor, but not just, like, slutty armor, like, cute armor. So, like, there's so many games where it's like, oh, you want the guy to have slutty armor? Well, here's your fucking banana hammock. Go ham. It's like, I don't want just a banana hammock. I don't want literally a fucking Speedo. Can I have, like, cute open sweaters and, like, thigh highs on my guys too? No? Fuck you. A bikini chainmail is not saving you from arrow shot to the gut? Well, that's the price of looking fucking fantastic. Risking death by an arrow shot to the gut. And that's worth it to me. That's why you have high con. I like to go into battle and return alive. I don't like to go into battle. I just want to be cute. I'm fucking warlord when it comes to fighting. That's what healers are for. You know what's really funny, Lamb? I want to be cute. I want to be in the back and not the one fighting. But you know what I'm good at? Not fucking healing. I'm good at being the tank and dictating where and how the fight goes and setting up my teammates to do well. And god damn it, that's not what I want to do. What I like and what I am good at are very much not in alignment with each other. I tend to bury an axe into skulls. I would heal for Yulin. No, you're a tank main. I'll heal. I'm just, not gonna be good at it, but you're good enough of a tank that we can get through it. I prefer axes as the impact is so small. I always thought axes were, like, really lame as a kid. I thought swords were, like, the best weapons. And growing up, I'm like, nah, axes are so fucking cool. I find myself not liking swords, and every game is like, okay, we've got 4 cool axe aesthetics and 20 cool sword aesthetics. I'm like, god damn it, ugh. Less area that impact way more damage. Historically, swords were very rarely seen in battle, unless it's a great sword. Yeah, so like, with an axe is a fucking great weapon because it combines the best parts of hammer and sword. It's got the cutting and, like, precision of it, but it's got the weight and, like, force of the hammer. Which is why, like, guards back then, they always had fucking, I think it was halberds and, like, fire axes. I love that Eland always gets my main wrong. I I don't get it wrong. You always played Paladin. In Final Fantasy, you were always a Paladin. In Baldur's Gate, you were a Paladin. You can say you're a bard or a cleric. But I know. Give me a claymore. I'm a cleric dork. Axes can break shields? Hi, Archangel. Speaking of, like, games like that and axes, whatever. This is a fucking horrible segue. Diablo 4 campfire happened the other day. There is no cleric in Final Fantasy XIV. There was a Diablo 4 campfire. They were talking about Season 4. A big mechanic they're gonna have is the Gauntlet, which is like for 8 minutes kill as many enemies as possible. Yay! And they're adding a public test realm so that you can do free labor for them and test their items and builds that everyone has access to. It's like, wow, that's your big feature? Okay. It looks very mid. I think I'm done with Diablo. I think Last Epoch is way fucking cooler. And when you're done, you can use that same axe to cut a tree down and make fire and camp. This fucking guy stuck on me. No, that's actually why, free labor, yay. That's actually why people, the guards in, like, medieval times always had halberds. Because they made great fire axes. So, like, if a fire happened in a village, they didn't have a fucking, like, a fire truck going around with tanks of water. They didn't have readily available water. What they had was all the guards had axes that would chop down your door to give you a way out. Blizz is killing all its IPs? I know. Swords were really seen as the sheer amount of metal needed to forge it? Yeah. Yeah. But in today's society, in today's gaming like culture, swords are like the default. Swords are seen as being so cool, whereas the axe is more like brutal and primitive. And so there's always a sword class and sometimes an axe class. Swords look cool on stage, and thus all other media. Yeah. I will always love the axe. Hi, Arar. You had a sword. You had to be a commander or something high rank? I will always love a spear. If I can play a spear in a game, I will try to. Now, usually the spear, like, has some weird-ass, like, play style. So, like, in PSO2, the sword is, like, standard. It's not that difficult. And then the spear is, like, the weird version of the sword that's like, man, ugh. God damn it, take your dewormers. I need a drink. Yulin plays PSO2? Lamb, you should join the Discord. Because in the Neat Stuff channel, thank you, Arar. In the Neat Stuff channel, anytime I change my look in PSO, I put it there. It's like fucking weekly. Oh yeah, it's a Star Wars rule too. Laser swords look cool. Bruh. The follow sound? Did it make you happy? I set that up recently. It's from Zero. It is. NEAT stuff. So just stuff that I think it's neat. I have a general channel for people talking about stuff. I have a memes channel for just dropping memes. And then I have a neat stuff that's more like, if you saw something that's not necessarily a meme, but it's neat, share it there. Oh god, did it ever make me happy to hear Zero sounds again? So, I've got 2 Mega Man Zero sounds, Nyashu. There's the follow, sub, and bit sound. And then there's the tip and raid sound. And I want more. But those are the 2 sounds I have right now, and they're both a Mega Man Zero. Let's fucking go. I also heard Departure as the raid sound. I don't know. I can't think of Departure off the top of my head. The carpet is just soft. Let's fucking go. Love the culture that you have, Elon. You can't? I can! I'm like... I just can't think of any... I don't even know if it's a game or not. The opening stage song from Zero 2. Okay. So it's a level in Mega Man Zero. Okay. Then if I heard it, I'd probably like... I would be able to place it. It's one of those things where it's like, I know the song, but I don't know the name. You would know it immediately? Yeah, one day I went into Mega Man Zero and recorded a bunch of sounds to make my follower and raid alerts. The 2 sounds. I want to go into Mega Man Zero 2, 3, and 4 and get a bunch of sounds there also. Often listen to video game OST and learn the songs that way? I used to. And I kind of just do it less now. It was more of a thing for like when I was at work and I would need music to get through the day. But only when I have played the game. Yeah, I played the shit out of Mega Man Zero back in the day. I think I also beat Mega Man Zero 2. I think I beat both of those numerous times. Mega Man Zero 3, I have, but I only ever did like 2 levels. And then I got the Mega Man Zero collection, and I just really haven't spent enough time on it. It's such a weird, like, PC port. Like, you can't mess with the buttons at all, and it's like, God, it's such a weird resolution that you can't mess with it all. Like, you have to play it windowed and can't full screen it. It's just like, this feels so... Ugh. I wanted to play through Mega Man Zero on day 50 of stream, but it just was not having it. And so I was like, fuck it, I'll play Satisfactory. And that was my lesson, to set things up before stream and not the day of. So if you like slutty armors, go on, you have my attention. I might know the class for BDO filming. Well, so I'm going to look at the classes for BDO, and, like, whichever class can just drop aggro. Like, let's say there's a rogue class that, if they have a stealth, that's the best, but I don't think BDO has stealth classes. If there's a class that can, like, go invisible for 5 seconds and drop threat, I'll be playing that. But if there's a class, there's no real way to drop aggro, dang. What I may want to do is then just play, like, the absolute tankiest class that can just, like, take fucking hits. That way if I do aggro something, I can just walk through it and not die. Right? So, like, a mage would be awful for that. Some things will always attack you no matter your level. Hopefully I'm not going to be going near those things. All I'm going to be doing, Kayla, is going from town to town. Have to restart real quick. Okay, Alex. I'll be like... I'll literally pick 2 cities and just walk between those 2 cities. And those will be the different walking videos. We got a lot of cities. I was looking at an interactive map with Foss a little while ago. I'm going to be staying on those main roads. And so I'm hoping by staying on those main roads, I really won't have to deal with too many, like, enemy encounters. Main roads are safe? Yeah. That's what I'm banking on, because, like, normally, if a game just doesn't have, like, a stealth class, I'm immediately looking at that as, like, well, I would know how Guild Wars went. That sounds fucking awful to record in. It's when you start going on the side roads. Yeah. Which I'm not planning to, so. That being said, if there's a class that, like, could drop threat and stealth or is very tanky, I still might play those just in case. We'll see. We're gonna find out on day 250 when I play BDO and see a lot of it for myself. What are we at? 3.9? What other game news did I see? There's an Ashes of Creation developer update. I'll be sure to send my family info over. Okay. Yeah, so Ashes of Creation had their developer update for the month. They showed off node transitioning. So for anybody that doesn't know, Ashes of Creation is an MMO coming out 16 years from now. Hopefully it's not actually that long. But the joke is that it's been in development for a long time. They have nodes, right? And so nodes level up. Initially, a node will have nothing in it. You do quests there, and it will level up to level 1. And now there's like a camp there. You level up again, and it'll become like a fort. So longer than KH3. I'm hoping not. Nodes can go up to level 6, which at that point they're a capital city. And based on the level of node affects the quests and what's available in that node. However, there is also like weather per node. Well, it'll be more like weather per region. And then there is also like the internal node quest system that can change based on people doing the quests. So what they showed in the developer update was a guy taking a quest to go into like these Minotaur lands and deal with a bunch of hostile Minotaurs. And so while there, he's killing Minotaurs. As he's getting closer and closer to the camp, it's getting more foggy, more eerie. And eventually it like, you know, it started off bright and sunny, and by the end it's like fog, raining, and the weather has changed as they got closer to this camp. He does this quest, and it's like, oh, enough people have done this quest to piss off the Minotaurs. There's now a group quest to like fight their elder shaman or whatever. And so he groups up with some other people, and they fight the shaman, and they kill it. And by this guy dying, it like triggers an event with the node where like the Minotaur god gets angered. And so you see this like main tree in the node. And like just black bluish smoke just starts pouring out of it and covers the whole region. And so the idea with Ashes of Creation is that stuff like that is just constantly happening, with the land just constantly changing. We can talk after stream. I can start to fill you in. I'm better with my voice than my words. Okay. I do love Primal Fury, how it rewards me with each new game modifier as I clear arcade mode. Games around the years of 2000s were pretty gold. So time for me to bump into bed. I do hope you have a good stream and well done on the Zero Sounds. Sleep well, Nyashu. Thank you for hanging out. So like revenge systems for mobs to keep getting stronger? I don't know if they keep getting stronger. Because I think it's like, at some point it like stops escalating and it resets. I think I've been following Ashes of Creation on Twitter for 8 years. Arar, I don't remember when I got into it. But fuck, I want that game so badly. I want it now. My MMO for the past 20 years has been World of Warcraft. And my god, I'm so tired of World of Warcraft. I keep looking at the classes and being like, okay, I always liked the idea of summoners. But I think I'm a shit summoner, so maybe I play something simple like a fighter. But I could be fighter summoner. I keep going back to Guild Wars 2 and I keep wishing there was more. I really like the combat in Guild Wars 2. It's the horizontal progression that chases me away every time. I did very briefly, for like 5 months, live in World vs. World though. When Path of Fire came out, I came back and I joined a World vs. World guild. And we were fucking sweaty. Exploration Guild Wars 2 seemed pretty good too. It is. Guild Wars 2 is a very pretty game. Everyone needs a World vs. World arc. It's crazy to me that, like, World vs. World is so unique, and, like, no other game does large-scale battles like that, and it's not the focus of the game to me. Like, that is just wild to me, because if they, like, invested resources into World vs. World, I feel like they could focus on that easily. They could have just fucking, like, literally cornered the market on just large-scale battles for an MMO. And they just didn't. The only game that really tried to do what they did was Crowfall. And Crowfall fucked everything up so gloriously that the game is dead now. You should have seen the first War of the Roses. Yeah, so I'm unfamiliar with War of the Roses. But another game that has done it was, I think it was Dark Age of Camelot? They had pretty large-scale battles, but that was more guild versus guild than, like, server versus server. I'm actually completely unfamiliar with War of the Roses. But yeah, they didn't update World vs. World for years. And then when they finally did, it was like, yeah, you can mount up in World vs. World. Enjoy that for the next 5 years. And it was just like, what? Yulin, look. What am I looking at? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? It, like, looks like a sea cucumber, but also just, like, lettuce. Sopra Nom Nom. Okay. Yes, it is. It's comma PvP war. It's guild 200 versus 200 plus 100 more mercs. It does not end until one castle is taken over. Oh. I'm a little sad the MMO I was looking forward to, Blue Protocol, is going to flop. Yeah, a lot of people were excited for Blue Protocol. And they just, like... It feels like they're fucking tanking their game before it even launches. And it's like, just stop. Just don't do that. Just do the things that the players like. Blue Protocol and one other game I'm forgetting. The two of them together, like, not even out, and people are starting to get really frustrated with them. I saw a game recently. Ko was playing it before I went live. But it's called Scrap Mechanic. And so if anybody remembers Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, where you literally build your own car, it's kind of like that, but as a survival MMO instead of like a race game. Not a survival MMO. It's a survival game where you have to do standard survival stuff, but a big part of it is that you can build your own cars. And so, like, Ko had made a fucking literal just plank of wood, put some little, like, lips around it to prevent stuff from falling off, from rolling off. And then had, like, the engine, the wheel, and a seat on the front. And a little bit of, like, a platform with, like, drills on the front. They were driving around like that. And I'm in our chat going, did Nuts and Bolts get an update? What the hell? But it's $20 on Steam. And I saw this, and I was like, oh, this actually looks really cute and cool. But it's $20. I don't know if I want to pay $20 for it. I have never been that excited for Blue Protocol. There was something else that was, like, revealed around the same time as Blue Protocol. And Blue Protocol had gender lock, and the other one didn't. So I was just like, oh, well, I know which one I care about more. We're like 4.3 miles, right? How much video do we have left? Oh. We do not get it with just this video. We're going to need a third video. Yeah, Fuck, what was the other game I was looking at alongside Blue Protocol? I just can't remember it now. Oh well. Maybe I'll think of it later. I want a drink. Never-ending walk? No. Throne and Liberty. I'm not sure if it was Throne and Liberty. This one is also tanking, though. Hi, Groby. You know, it's so funny, Groby. You always come in with that emote, and on Chatterino it's bugged. So the emote is, like, over your name when I see it. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I can't remember if Throne and Liberty is out or not. I think it flopped in Korea. And that's where it was supposed to do well. And so everybody's like, well, now it's going to turbo flop in the US. I'm like, well, not necessarily. In Korea, they like very different systems than we do in the US. So maybe it won't. It probably will. The same thing happened with Bless Online, where it failed in Russia and Korea. And they were like, well, those people like pay-to-win systems, but in the US, it'll do great. And it's so awful. AAA companies can't make games anymore? Honestly, kind of fucking seems like that. Do you associate emotes with certain viewers? Somewhat. I do associate that person's emotes. You like to use them a lot, Lamb. Phoenix. MMOs just require so much development time and nothing is getting it. I do not think of Strong when he uses that emote. He's the only one that uses that emote, but I don't necessarily associate him with it. Okay, so Non-Dairy Saucer earlier, they used it's like the standard Twitch girl with a wrench. I always see them use that, and so I'm like, I always see Non-Dairy use that. Strong also uses the salute. Lamb always comes in with the Pekka walk. I don't know, I'm not like, I'm trying to pick like a logic to like associating emotes with people. And I'm not able to discern something right now. Yulin think too damn much? Maybe. Alright, here's a story I saw. In 2003, in Australia, there was a flood. And 3 boys, they were trying to swim, you know, to a safer area in the flood. You know, the water was high, but, you know, the waves and shit had kind of receded. So these 3 boys were just trying to, like, get to a safe place. Well, one of them just got fucking taken by a crocodile. Just dragged under and eaten. And the other 2 were like, oh shit, crocodile. And they climbed up into a tree. Now that's bad enough, right? You know, this poor boy was killed by a crocodile. But apparently, this crocodile was fucking possessed by Satan. And it didn't eat the boy immediately. It basically started showing it to the 2 boys that were in the tree. And just like circling the tree for a literal day, taunting them with the dead body of their friend, and like waiting for them to come down. This fucking crocodile was like fucking evil and like torturing them. And eventually like a boat came by and found them and saved them. But like they were literally in this tree for just 24 hours being hunted by this demon crocodile. Too much brains in the head. At one point, Gammy was just Odoron emotes. He was known as the Glue Eater. That's the only time I can think of. Oh, this place. This was my favorite zone of this expansion. Bits is trying to claim the scoots. But I use it in every other chat myself, so I'm not gonna like think of Bits when I see scoots. I'm gonna think of Proxy and me. Maybe Bits now. It's such a perfect emote to like show up to a chat with. What about me? We're talking about emotes that you associate with people. So like if you see somebody that has a favorite emote that they use a lot, do you think of that person when you see that emote, even if it's not them using it? I love this zone. This zone just like covers a lot of the fucking like trauma and conditioning of war. And like cultures and propaganda. Oh, there's a great meme going around lately that's like, you see a girl and she has a shirt that says, "You are not immune to propaganda." And then she turns around and she's wearing booty shorts that says propaganda. Top tier. Who's that emote? Is that a fucking tombstone? Jar? Oh, it's a jar, but the background. Okay. I've got a black background, so I was like, gotcha. Is that all my news? Yeah, that's all my news. No, actually, it's not. I have one more story. Garlemald. Maybe we'll see the storyline continue with the Garlemald Queen. I haven't done any post-Endwalker, so I actually don't know what happens after we set up the island. That's literally the last thing I did. I know there's some stuff with like the Void and going to one of the reflections that's been like ruined, and I didn't even set up an island. I did my island sanctuary dailies. I love the island. I wish it was more customizable. I wish there was more to it. I still think it's a good time, but it's very clearly like, oh, this is a side activity in an MMO, not its own thing. If you really want like a farm simulator like this, go play Stardew Valley. Go play Scrap Mechanic. Go play a game that's actually for that stuff. Go play Animal Crossing. I hated Island Sanctuary, but that's me. That's fair. I can't see it being for everybody. I'm really enjoying this conversation. What did you think of Island Sanctuary, Arar? I can see Kumi liking it. Well, actually, I could also see her hating it. I thought it overpromised and underdelivered. Yeah. Yeah, like, it was neat, and it gave a really strong sense of, like, this could have been more. But, like, it was still fun. I like the rewards from it. I like all the mounts I got. The tractor, the crocodile, the bike, the buffalo. I was down for those. The cute farming outfit with little farming shorts. When you portray a system as creative and free, you get really punished for having a constrictive expansion system. Yeah, so like, one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to have a ranch dedicated to a type of animal. Like, I wanted to have a chocobo ranch. Give me 20 chocobos. But then you learn the system that's like, oh, that's actually going to really fuck you. Because you need diversity in your animals. You can't just get the same type. And if you do, you're going to really tank the value of the stuff you can make with the parts from those animals. So you're just going to be in a bad spot. I was like, man, well, that sucks. The shirt backpack was grueling to get for me. Yeah. Yeah. If I had my way, I would have made a crocodile ranch. Which is funny coming off of that demon crocodile story. But, the crocodile's really fucking hard to get. That thing does not spawn often. I never even saw it once. No, I saw it once before I ever had the ability to capture it. Or no, did he come with the release or after? I don't remember. Ram Ranch really rocks. I made a Morble factory. I did think about that also, just having 20 Morbles. Instead, I have a pretty diverse thing. I have like a lot of basic pets. And so I have like full coverage of, full and even coverage of all the leavings. But now that I'm rank 20, I can see myself just getting 20 chocobos. I don't know, all the cute pets that I'm like, this would be fun to have like 20 of, are all the things that are fucking difficult to get. And it's like, man, why? Chocobos are easy to get. But like 20 crocodiles, or 20 Morbles, or 20 beachcombs, that sounds awful. 20 chocobos for the chocobo nuggies. Yeah. And it'd be really easy to set up 20 chocobos, right? Mewland. Is it Mewland like Mew the cat sound? Or is that like my Ewland combining the Y? Yes? To the cat one? Okay. I think this video is like 40 minutes long. So it's not going to be too much over 5 miles. We're at 4.9 right now. I've forgotten all the Final Fantasy stuff. Looking forward to dusting off my macro mouse and resubbing for the update. I'm kinda not. Because I was like, cool, we finished the story. Now let's get a new Final Fantasy MMO that fixes all the shit in this one. Give me a menu and UI that doesn't suck ass. Give me combat that feels good and doesn't have this 2.5 second goddamn eternity of a global cooldown. Give me the ability to message people in a dungeon. And those fuckers went up on stage and they were like, fret not. We got 10 more years of content. And I was like, okay. Hi, Kisu. I hate that so much. I hate when a story's just done and at a perfect stopping point. And it's just like, why would we ever stop the gravy train from rolling? Give me Relink in FF14? Honestly, yeah. You probably haven't, but did you hear Mabinogi is going Unreal Engine 5? I didn't. I just want to overwrite memories. Yeah. I have another friend, Strog, who... they were streaming Final Fantasy XIV. And they were loving it. They were, like, totally enjoying the story. And then they got to Stormblood, and the character gets shot 5 times in the chest and lives. And they're like, man, I'm like kind of checked out from the story now. That's really dumb that this character didn't die when they absolutely should have died. And then they broke up with their girlfriend. And so they like literally started skipping cutscenes for Shadowlands. And we were just like, dude, what are you doing? You can't do this, man. What the fuck? And so he got to the end of Shadowbringers. It was just like, yep, we're done with Final Fantasy. Because, like, he didn't want to play it. He just wanted to finish it. He just wanted to, like, fucking be done. Because that was a game they played together. Shadowlands? Shadowbringers. I meant Shadowbringers. Wait, what? New Mabinogi? I'm actually so excited for it. I actually don't know much about Mabinogi. I've heard the name a lot. And I always forget what it is. Yep, it looks like Mabinogi Eternity Project. Finally, a good RPG is coming out. Yeah, I story skipped Stormblood, so I feel that. You skipped it to catch up to people to play with. They skipped Shadowbringers because they just didn't want to be playing the MMO that they had a bunch of memories with their ex with. It's an amazing MMO, it's just really ugly. Oh. What's the combat like? I have very little incentive to go back and play it, lol. Honestly, I would just watch like a Stormblood recap. I think it's Comic Historian? Comic Historian has done really good recap videos of every like expansion and post-expansion. Hi, Fishy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. In my part, I don't think the graphics is a problem. When I tried playing it back in 2020, the problem was lack of player and messy quests. But I do actually like tab targeting. I don't have a problem with tab targeting. But I do think, like, not so much aiming your abilities, but your abilities having hitboxes is more fun. The combat is a little strange per se. My favorite combat is, shocker, 0 minutes mentioned, Wildstar. In Wildstar, every move had a telegraph on the ground. And so, like, even your auto attack, where it's just like you swing your sword in front of you, that's a small, like, 5-foot cone in front of you. Combat is a little strange per se. Not sure how to explain it, really. I'll probably look at it. If they're saying it's coming to Unreal Engine 5, they probably have, like, a trailer video that I'll watch for tomorrow. I've been thinking about Lethal Company. It kind of seems like everybody's done with Lethal Company. So I haven't been able to, like, see somebody playing it and jump in. So I'm thinking maybe the next time we play is Saturday, which is tomorrow. that'll be open for, you know, anybody. And then I might like more setup runs with other people. Government issued hangs. Chain is fun. They've got like snippets of what they've worked on. Lethal Company. I need to check with Cookie, because they weren't able to play last time. And I need to check when they have a day open. Everyone is playing Helldivers 2 now? Yeah. I just expected a lot of people to like, you know, hey, I'm feeling Lethal Company today. And I'd snake into those playthroughs. My favorite combat in an MMO has been BDO.
Oh,
Welcome
I was
back.
muted. Hi, Yuland.
Hi.
Wow.
Unfortunately, it's what jacks my joints the most too.
How goes your walkies?
We are at 5.2 miles.
Yo, let's go. I could only do 2.
For now. You keep with it and you go farther and farther.
I don't want to go farther.
My favorite was Wildstar. I do really like Guild Wars 2 combat. I also really like Blade and Soul combat.
I fucking loved WildStar. Oh my god.
Those 3 games are like top tier combat for me. I can do about 30 minutes of combat in BDO. What happens, Kisu? Is it like your wrist and like finger joints start hurting, or what if we just shifted to Helldivers? Well, Helldivers isn't like a spooky game that's gonna scare me like Lethal Company would. You learn BDO combat? It's a lot of quick time combos. Yeah, they hurt too much? Okay. But it is like the physical joints. And start to swell. Oh my god. I grew up literally playing PC games from the age of like 11. And so like I can do crazy high APM rotations in video games for like 10 hours straight, and my fingers will be totally fine. My fingers are just built for MMOs and mashing shit like that. You can bind some skills, but they have higher MP cost. That's so silly to me, Kayla. That it's like, yeah, you can use this easier way to play, but, you know, fuck you also. I've got some undiagnosed joint
Fucking
disease,
true.
though. Oh god, Keith.
Okay. Alright, so I need to change my fucking leg trackers. Oh, fuck.
It does not overly matter? You can say it doesn't overly matter, but if something's like, this does 5% less damage, just in my head alone, and probably for a lot of people, it's like, well, this is less damage, so it's not an option. That's fair. Helldivers 2 is scary in its own way. Helldivers 2...
Helldivers 2 is so fun.
It's not
I love
scary
that
to
game.
me. It's just, I have zero desire to play it, because one, it's a shooter.
It's chaotic.
I'm aware. It's just, like, it's a shooter, so I just don't care. As you can have a lot of...
I think you can get past the shooter part of it. Like, I think that, the... Have you played Metal Gear Solid 5?
Nope.
The player controller, or like, okay, the game feels, the movement and everything feels like Metal Gear Solid.
I'm very aware with what it looks and feels like. Like, I've watched a lot of people play it. I just don't really care to play it myself. As you can have a lot of your regen it on hits. The problem with the 30 minutes is you grind for an hour at a time, whereas 30 minutes is Muse Dash is a lot of progress. Oh. Scary because it'll turn you into a Nazi? Oh my god. Basic attack.
Oh my
hits will regen
god,
your MP.
it's a fucking satire.
That's what they're joking about.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure my camera's not in my fucking body. Because I do still have this as... This does have boobies.
Musa, yeah, that not easy. Sorry, /S. No, you don't need to apologize, Strog.
Put that as far away from me as possible so that I can move my fucking treadmill out of the way.
I was about to say something, and then realized they do exist. Huh? That can hurt after
Oh yeah,
2 minutes.
100%.
I was slinging bricks with Mansa Musa. American Nazis. Yeah, it's... I feel like it's not that big of a group that thinks Helldivers is a problem. I feel like it was just a few posts that were like, this game, you know, says democracy too much, and that's not a good thing. It'll turn people into Nazis, and everyone else is just like, no, you're dumb. It's a funny meme, lol. Conservatives? Oh, I would say it's the opposite side, Kisu.
Stop, this man is being undemocratic.
I would think it's like the turbo unhinged left liberals. Probably just boomers, in my opinion. No, I would think it's people on the like too far left woke side that are like,
Hold.
this is an aesthetic I don't like, and so it's bad. I'm a Maywa specialist. It's me,
Oh, I fucking didn't
the
recalibrate.
turbo left. You are not the turbo left, Strong. The turbo left is not like transgender or gay or socialist. The turbo left that I'm referring to is the like, we need to like worry about cultural appropriation by telling people they can't do certain things as a white lady telling that to somebody of that culture. The like, that crazy side that's just like,
so
what?
fucking dumb. That's brain dead. That is actually brain dead.
I'm a walking contradiction to some. I can see that, Strog.
How are they a walking contradiction?
They are military, but they are also a femboy.
That's not a fucking contradiction. What do you fucking mean?
For a lot of people, that is. Vegan military careerist. Maywa and Musa are the class who's specialists in one-on-one combat. We can use blades, hornbows, and spears. That's BDO, right? Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can hear the treadmill. It is squeaking so fucking loud right now.
I was having trouble, like, even, like, I think sometimes my fucking treadmill was like, oh, we're just gonna be little slippery today.
I've been told not to
Kind of,
use WD-40. I need to use, like, a, mechanical lubricant. WD-40 is apparently, like, a water dispenser? Not dispenser, it's like, it literally just takes moisture out of stuff. I don't hear squeaking, just normal treadmill noises. Displacer. Minimizing animal suffering while disregarding others. I played LAN.
Okay.
What time are we at? 11:20? Cruising.
It's a Speeby Uland.
WD-40 is a cleaner, pretty much. My favorite thing with WD-40 will always be the King of the Hill clip, where he goes to put it on the door hinge, takes out the WD-40 from its own pocket on his tool belt, shakes it, goes to spray, or he shakes it and then he takes the cap off and he like can't take the cap off. So he goes to the smaller WD-40 on his belt, shakes that, takes the cap off, sprays his first can of WD-40, recaps that, puts it back in his belt, takes the bigger one, uncaps it, sprays the door. Having WD-40 for your WD-40 is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It's like that graph with WD-40 or duct tape. Does it need to move? Yes. Is it moving? No. WD-40. Yes. No worries. Does it move? No. Is it moving? Yes. Duct tape.
Is it supposed to move? No. Leave as is. Over on Jack of all trades in BDO combat, I can quickly reset and fight. Build as another class in under an hour. Hell yeah. I actually hate it in a game when you can switch to a class super easily. I like it when you are very much committed to a role or class, and within that role, it's like difficult to switch. So like in World of Warcraft, you make a rogue, you're playing a rogue. In Final Fantasy, I really don't like it where being able to switch classes. And I know most people like this, but I hate it when it's like, oh, we've got 5 people at DPS, and we only got spot for 4. Well, this person, you can go healer. I didn't really want to play healer. I hate when it's like, I could accommodate the group by playing this role and switching, but I wanted to do this other thing. Hi, love. It'd be like buying canned compressed air to clean an electric air blower. Yeah. Need to be able, as each class has a counter. We don't really have healers. All classes can do that. Well, I'm just talking about games in general, not specifically BDO. I like getting stuck in a role in class. I like it when it's like, oh, I'm not a healer, I will never be expected to healer. But I don't like it in Final Fantasy where it's like, oh, we've got 3 DPS. Well, Yulin, do you have a healer leveled up? And it's just like, ugh. Ugh. Especially like when I was playing Summoner, it was like, oh, well, you've got Scholar, right? What counter shines? High cuteness. Well, shies are rather deadly. But they have a counter, right? They can really punch above their level? Oh. They're also punching bags very durable. How far did we go? 5.7? 5.7. We're pretty much at the end here. We go into this facility, talk to a train conductor, and then it's like, I'm done. The counter to them, your best bet is a sage or ranger. What is the ranger class like? Is that a pet class? Does BDO even have pet classes, actually? Kinda? I've been playing a shaman in Last Epoch, and for a little while it was fucking cracked, and then I got to the Imperial era, and it feels like my damage fell off super hard. Kinda, that would be the Tamer, and the Fox Lady kinda too. I mean, if there's a Tamer class. That just has to be a pet class, right? Oh my god. And that's it. That's Garlemald. What video comes up next? Kunlai Summit? Oh god. I'm so glad we didn't get this one first. If we'd gotten this instead of Garlemald, I'd be fucking dead. This is like a 1 hour, 40-minute video. Where'd I put my hand? It's over there.
So you hate it when you misplace your hand?
I do. I
Like,
do.
I literally just had it on my wrist. Where the hell did it go?
I had moved to line myself up with the other camera. Turn on the Azalea music. Nova can somewhat. You and I love pet classes. Also, man, pet classes suck. I didn't say they suck. I said I suck at pet classes. I'm genuinely dog shit with them. Also, Shaman isn't a pet class. It's a wild Freya. What world is that? This is Azalea from Tales of Symphonia. It's literally like your character's hometown. This is the school. Literally, like, the game starts in that building. But we need to update the title. Where is my mouse? Here it is. 5.7 miles. And now we rest. Done. Then we want to spy on somebody. Man, Zervis is playing discs, but I want to go lay down. Go play discs for a little bit. And then lay down at discs. It looks very cool. It's funny that you say that, because I've only shown it at an angle that makes it look cool. When the reality is, it's very half-assed. Oh, Orange W is streaming. Interesting. Play discs while laying down? No, you can't do that. You have to, like, do full effort or something. Are you more frontline assault or defense line? I don't know what you even mean by that. I do like... I do well with, like, Berserker classes, just running up and, like, brawling with people, being like a Juggernaut that can take a few hits. But I always like squishy backline stuff that's either, like, summoning pets or attacking really fast. Frontline always. I'm not you, I'm not laying in VR. Play discs while laying down, no. What if you lay down while playing discs instead of... Actually put effort into discs. What if you lay down while playing discs, but change your viewpoint so that, like, you're looking up? So that you're effectively just standing. Alright, here's the thing, Kisu. This map looks kind of nice. The edge looks like this. This is the edge of the map. The skybox is literally just like a ring wrapped around the world. We have Zerkers as a class? And we're proud.
I just now noticed we're surrounded by a JPEG.
Yeah, no, it is a giant, like, half-assed ring JPEG. That's so
I just
funny.
now noticed that.
The actual, like, world here looks kind of nice. It's kind of okay. No, I should put this here. But, like, as soon as you leave the town, it's bad. Don't follow you and careful. Also, I don't know if things have been cleaned up a bit at all. Oh, okay. But, like, so this room here. Hi, Saras. Hi, Louie. So, like, this room here You can see this, like, table edge. It's fleshed out. It's actually, like, there. This table edge over here, literally, like it's not there. And that's because when you're in this room, you only ever see it from this side. So all the furniture has, like, this side, and then all the furniture doesn't have this side here. Which is really funny. You, what is that sound tag? How dare you? How dare you, Global?
That's all of the beautiful view of this window.
But we are going to a comfy world because we're done walking. Monroe. Oh, wait. How does this work? I need to search people. I. Where's the offline?
I was getting tired.
I was also getting tired.
I was fucking exhausted.
Yeah?
I'm dead.
Good job. These in alphabetical order? They are. That makes it way easier, other than the fact I have to scroll down to the very end. Wait, where the heck?
Ow, hair. Why does long hair have to suck so much?
That's why I don't have long hair. Reclamation. Oh, this wasn't the
Maybe I
update
should
one.
get like a bob. Maybe I should get like
We're gonna test this
feminine
world
short hair.
to see if it's good. We're gonna test this world to see if it's good for cuddling in. I like this world a lot, but we'll see if it's what I want in a comfy world. No clean beanbag. What is that sound tag? Epic. Glabol. Glabagool. And you gotta love fixed camera angles in Colette's house. I like that you recognize it as Colette's house. Oi! What? What's wrong, Sen? Wish I had long hair. I have a wolf cut.
Fucking long. This is
This is my friend's
this?
map. It's a very
Why
early
does this
version.
look like it's straight out of Half-Life?
I don't know. You can ask them. It's not quite what I want, but like Sen, if you put a couch like right by one of these windows, I'm fucking using this world. That's my one request for this map. Half-Life 2 was a big inspiration. I know exactly what game it is. I own it on GameCube and even got the remastered version on Switch. I have the remastered version on Steam. I haven't played it though. But I played through the GameCube version. Like, God, I don't even know how many times. Yeah. I like Sen's World. I like the updated one more, but he's still got it private.
Wow.
Where are we going otherwise? We haven't been to Good Night Sleep in a while. I think this is the one I want. Portal again. Hopefully to be released this weekend. Oh, hell yeah. Never actually beat that secret boss that you needed the curse weapons for. I beat him once. Fuck that. That shit was awful. Never again. I didn't level the secret weapons up, I think. God, that was a whole fucking endeavor. I found most of the secret weapons kind of gross, but like now looking back at them, I would be like, oh, these are actually cool. God damn it, I picked the wrong one. I always do this. Where's the sounds for the ring? The sound's always over here. Alright. Take my shoes off. I need to fix my trackers still. Don't look at me, Sarah's. I don't want you to see this. It's embarrassing.
That doesn't mean I can look.
I mean, you already have at this point, I guess. A rump. Is there a different window? Where's up here? I really just need to unfavorite this map and use the other one, damn it. Whatever.
Can I suggest a map?
You can always suggest maps. I probably won't go to them on stream.
Because there's like a, what's it called? I had it as my homeworld for a while. It was pretty nice. It's pretty chill.
There's a lot of comfy maps that don't have what I'm looking for. I really like something that's like cushions with like a window behind them.
They have cushions with a window behind them. Well, it's beside it, but like...
That's
it's
missing
there.
the mark.
Wow. I remember the name of the world, damn it.
No, this is fine. Oh, I didn't mean to turn there. Alright. There's a beanbag there in the work in progress. Hell yeah, that's all I need. Never actually beat that secret boss. They are indeed the strongest weapons, at least from what I remember. Should be technically worth it, but it's a bit too hard for a kid me at the time. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, they had like infinite scaling. Or at least they had like a 999 scaling. Where like every enemy you killed with them was +1 to their attack. And so once you unlocked them, you could like scale them higher than like any other weapon in the game. I'm trying to like make it so that... Okay. Oh, that works better. So good news, my PC is still strong, so I can show you in-game the classes. What they're like in Awakened. I can stream via Discord. Okay. That's why I made my own map, because I couldn't find anything checking all the boxes at once. Posted a pic in the Discord? Hell yeah. You know what? Let's look at that right now. I just saw something else from somebody that I shouldn't have read right then, because I'm gonna be fucking bad at responding to it later. That's... So Sen, I would absolutely love to fucking sit in that IRL, but for the purposes of stream, I don't know if it'll work. I'm gonna obviously fucking test it as soon as I can. But it needs to be like something that my back can lay against. Probably not for stream, lol. I really want it to be for stream though. I really like that map. Yeah, once you release the curse on them, aka make them not do negative damage, every certain amount of kills would increase their stats. If I make a map for you, I'm putting the udon chips treadmill there. Don't make a map for me. That sounds like a lot of effort and work. For money I don't have. Boy kisser when? You haven't sent me anything on Discord yet, Elder. You gotta send me the, Yes, I have? I don't have an... Oh, is that... Okay. I saw the message request. I see. I saw that there was a message request, and I was just like, oh, that's a bot. I'll deal with that later. If that's you, okay, perfect. I'll do it right after stream. I'm not a bot. Okay, well, what would have happened, Elder, is that I would have, like, clicked on your profile, and if I saw any shared servers, that I'd have been like, oh, not a bot, cool. But if I see, like, 0 shared servers, then I'm like, Yeah, see, three mutual servers.
But the bots I get are from mutual servers.
So I always get bots from one mutual server. If there's 0 mutual servers, I'm like, okay, I don't need to bother with you at all. If it's one mutual server, I will then go check their welcome channel and see if, like, how recently they joined. So if I've got a message from somebody with one mutual server and they joined within, like, the last 2 weeks, I'm like, this is a bot, and I then take 2 screenshots and I send it to a mod in that channel. When they joined and their message request and what they're saying. Hi, Strog. That is my bot check. We missed you yesterday. But studying's gotta get studied. I'm this no mutual server person, Ambot. Well, some people just don't join Discord servers, and that's fine. It does make it Would you eventually do?
Oh, I was muted. Hello.
You were. Hi.
Oh.
But yeah, Discord, mutual servers. Many bots lately. Not as many bots as Twitter. Holy cow, Twitter has so many fucking bots. It's
Yeah, it does.
genuinely annoying. And the whole point of Elon Musk buying it was him being like, I'm gonna fix the bots, I'm gonna get rid of them. Like, my brother, there is more than ever. Plans for today. Figure out how the heck to record in Vashir. That is not gonna be fun. You know what's annoying on Twitter? The fucking ads. I think my ad block is picking them up. I don't actually have that much problem with ads. Who is the purple? This is Stroganoffles. This is Aspie Alex. This is Saris. Oh god, I'm gonna forget how to say it. Saris ad Astra.
What's up?
I was clarifying everyone who's with me. Okay, anyway, bedtime. Sleep well. Nearly 7 a.m. Wait, hold on. Is that Hawaii time?
Island time, brother.
I'm an island boy. Have you seen how fucking crazy those two have been?
Didn't they, like, start making content together?
Yes, like OnlyFans content.
That is absurd. That is
not from
absurd.
It's insane. Yeah, they literally just like have started
No
making
fucking
porn to
way.
each other. They've started making porn with each other, and they're twins. And it's like,
Oh.
stop. Ugh.
What the fuck? Where are they from? Where are they living?
You know where they're
How
living.
can this be legal?
They're on the. It's not legal.
No, I don't.
You
Oh
know-
wait, are they actually from Hawaii?
Yeah, they're the Island Boys.
Oh, well, that doesn't mean anything. Whoa.
Weren't they Army recruitment
okay,
as well?
Cirrus?
I don't remember specifically.
Army.
That's why it was to shut down the account who tracks his jet. Nah, he was annoyed with the account that tracked his jet. Yeah, yeah. Ah.
Now they just do Taylor Swift.
Because you can put links in them, and if you click them, it opens a site. Ugh. Okay, anyway, bedtime. Sleep well, that's Hawaii. I'm not from Hawaii, they fuck each other. Ugh, it's so weird. Hawaii, Alabama. Hi, Baldier. So, I don't remember too much about the Island Boys. I remember they came out with that terrible fucking song. And they went kind of viral and got a lot
Terribly
of... Sure. Got a lot of attention for that. And then I think they're just making stuff to like shock value and like just turn heads and like get attention. Which is why they're like, we're making porn together, which is like, dude, how? Oh god. I sneezed.
Bless you.
I'm pretty sure they're just like doing it for attention, but at the same time, like, there's videos of them doing it, so it's like you don't
At
you
the
don't
end of
have
the
to
day.
go. I mean, it's
At the
sometimes
end of the day, they
Like-
did that shit.
yeah, and also like
Just
you know
hey, bro, wanna be famous? Yeah, bro. What do we do? Suck my dick.
they are probably
Okay,
into
bro.
it, right? They are probably like gaying into each other, and it's just like
God, that's so
and
wild.
It's on one hand, is it really harming anybody? No. It's not like they can like have a kid with a lot of problems, so it's like you know, it's two consenting adults, but fuck, it's weird, man. Fuck, it's like
I don't think that that's legal in a
No,
lot of
it's-
places.
well, it's not. But I don't really care if it's legal or not. They're two consenting adults and not hurting anybody. The moment it hurts somebody, that's a problem. But like
It's hurting my brain.
Hurting my mental state.
it is absolutely wild. It is just like what the fuck, why?
One of my coworkers paid them for a cameo for like another coworker's birthday.
Huh. I mean, get that bag, Island Boys.
It was like the most low effort like thing I've ever seen. They just put his name into a really generic rap. I was like, oh wow, $100 well spent.
Hi, Arch. Yet? Oh, God. Yeah, that's... I don't want to talk about the Island Boys anymore. I immediately starts talking about the Island Boys more. I remember it was like Snoop Dogg or someone that like saw their rap and he just literally couldn't stop laughing at it. He just was losing his shit at how funny it was.
Factory spelunking.
Boy,
What you doing in the factory?
what is factory spelunking? Is that just your job or?
Well, he's rooting around a warehouse. It sounds like, or a factory. He's just up to no good.
Stop
Where you shouldn't
talking
be.
about it. Goes back to it. I know. I had to get that last little bit that I remembered out. Today's plans. I was going over that and then I forgot. Figure out video and Vashir. There's one thing I can do that'll solve that bubble issue. If I can't solve it, I really don't want to put out a video that just has fucking bubbles going over the screen constantly. There is something I can potentially try. Well, I actually don't know if that'll work. Oh. My solution to fix the bubbles was see if an undead rogue makes bubbles. I don't have an undead rogue.
Huh?
That undead rogue is no longer undead. They are a blood elf. Because I wanted to be sexy. I have a feeling I'll be spending a lot of time on the Vashir video today. At a certain point, I'm gonna be like, I don't want to do this anymore. You had to find the plug outlet for the company sign. Factory was made before 1964 and had an admin building attached. It was sort of spoopy.
Plug.
How's your weather been? I think it was actually really cold. If I bring up this, it is 44 Fahrenheit outside. Hi, Proxy. Why are there so many heads in your lap? Because despite having, like, no meat on my bones anymore, people like using my lap as a pillow. Yulin, be a
Talking about
cute
meat
nerdy
and bones
boy,
in here? What?
and tell me about your last Epoch build and why it's cool. Oh my god. I feel so called out. Kiss Strogs and yourself for me, Yulin. It's the squat muscles. Okay. And that camera cutoff doesn't make it any better.
Yay!
I was trying to fix it, Proxy. I was only making it worse, so I said, fuck it. So my shaman build. I fucking love Thunder Totem. And so, you basically throw down a totem, and it just shocks things near it. I then have Maelstrom, which is like a wind circle around me that does damage to things, and I've spec'd it in a way that I can put it on the Thunder Totem. I also have Thorn Totem, and I have it spec'd in a way that when I place it down, it places 5 totems down at once. And those just shoot thorns all over the place. They don't really seem that good. I might spec out a Thorn Totem. I also have Crows, which they apply shock, which it reduces lightning resistance. And so, I am basically building around Thorn Totem. I want to build around Maelstrom with it also, but I don't think I can convert Maelstrom to lightning. So if I want to, like, go purely for one element, I need to convert Thunder Totem to cold damage, which kind of devalues the crows, and so it's like, it'd be really nice if I could just go all in on Thunder, but it's the squat muscles. Been really temperamental here. Snowed the other day, was 60 yesterday. Tonight and tomorrow there's a high wind warning, and then after the high wind warning, there's a winter weather warning tomorrow. Me listening to the nerdy cute boy telling me what he is interested in currently. Tell you what I'm most interested in right now. I finally have my new phone set up, so I like taking cute pics with that. That's what I've been doing. And I want to do... I don't want to fucking just destroy my productivity for that. It's a shame Epoch has already ran its course for me. I'm hoping last Epoch will be like Diablo 3 Proxy, where, like, you know, it's a live service game and constantly has seasons and stuff coming out. And, it'll be easy to, like, oh, new season, let's do the new stuff and jump in. They have said, like, in a developer interview, that they are very interested in expanding the end game. Because right now, they know it's a little barren. They've said, like, yeah, it's barren. That is, like, our major focus right now is making there be more. I barely even made it to Empowered, and I already can't stand the farm. Oh, no. I know there's, like, 3 endgame activities that you can do to farm. There's the monoliths, there's the arena. I'm forgetting the third one. I barely made it to Empowered 3 times, sorry. Roxy is a super mega ultra cute. Cute pics, you say? There are pictures of me that I like taking and sharing with people. And when people ask for them on Discord, I'm typically not that averse to showing them. Oh, Strog's Boo Boo is being anti-gravity. Strog's, that model of yours goes very well with your Crocs. God damn it.
It's my favorite color.
Yeah, I haven't quite gotten to the end game of Lost Epoch. I'm level 70 on my Beastmaster. And my Beastmaster is strong. I'm just having fun, like, trying all the builds. Instead of, like, really kitting one out. And so I made a druid. I got to level, like, 17. Fucking hated the transforms. And I was like, not for me. I made a shaman. I've been having a lot of fun with totem build. Although I just got to the Imperial era. And it feels like the difficulty spiked really high out of nowhere. Just very suddenly, I'm not killing things fast at all. Whereas, like, in the Ruined era, I was decimating stuff with the Storm Totem. And I was like, whoa, what happened? At this point, I have 3 fucking Primalists. I need to try another class. And so the next thing I'll probably try is I'll be leveling an Acolyte to try out Lich. I remember seeing the Poison Decay skill and being like, that looks fucking cool to me. And sadly, it wasn't the builds that killed it for me. It was just the echoes in general. The color looks cute on you, Strong, so I can see why it's your favorite. Hell yeah. When you got this model, did it come as that color, or did you do the color changes?
In fact, I was just gonna... I was almost done typing the response to that, but I'll just say it. Yeah, I feel bad that I didn't do anything to this model except skin and eye retexturing. Which kind of sucks because, like, I really like the default color scheme, but, like, I feel compelled to modify it and change it just because it's the default color.
Yeah.
Which I'll probably go to a different hair color, but then have lavender pieces of clothing. I've got some, like, oversized hoodies and stuff in this color that I still gotta put on this model.
You could do, like, lavender tips. Like, it could be, like, dark hair and then lavender tips at the end.
You say tits?
Tips.
No, I'm just kidding.
We're talking about hair.
Yeah.
Bonk.
Yeah, I think, like, white and purple would kind of look cool. Well, damn it, you got the white shit going on. Never mind. Subliminally
you can do it.
me.
You can do it also. Hi, Art. Lavender.
I can't. It's your thing.
I hear you're a big Primalist fan
No,
because you love when men goes hero for you. I hate the
Whoa.
Primalist because it's like there's gender locked and you can't customize it all. So I'm fucking stuck playing this big hairy burly dude. I'm like, man, this is my least favorite aesthetic for like what I want to look like. But I like the nature aesthetic. I like the spells they're doing. I like the totems. I like the pets. And then it's just like big hairy guy, and I'm just like, man, fuck. I have brown hair and red eyes. You can't really claim stuff like that. You can't, but there's still like, when you find something that you don't see anyone else doing, it's like, oh, I kind of like this. Eat the proxy? Shit, if you let me. Air tits a woe. Feck.
Yeah, I'll probably start messing with the model stuff after next week. Or during next week, probably. I just feel like any time that I would be fucking around with the model, it's like, I should be studying right now.
Yeah, and you should be for now. Once the test is over and done, then you can start, living more.
That's true. I studied a lot today when I was waiting at the Apple store.
Mm.
I had 3 hours to kill while they were changing my battery, and
3
yeah, so I
hours?
just sat on my iPad. Yeah, I don't know what that. Well, it was like closer to 2 hours after the appointment, but
Mm.
yeah, because I arrived there at like 11:30 in the morning, and then yeah, it was ready for pickup at 2.
Mm.
And they like pre-quoted that, so I'm guessing they like re-water sealed it or something, and they just like wait a predetermined amount of time to do it, because I'm sure it doesn't take them that long to do the repair. So they probably just do it in like 20 minutes, and then they let the phone sit for an hour and a half and cure.
Mm-hmm. Euland, I demand
But
that you
yeah,
head
now
pat
I gotta-
everyone in the cuddle puddle. I can promise you right now that anytime I log off, I always head pat everyone in the room. But I will go around head patting all of them real quick. My cable that goes up to the ceiling is like right here, and so I'm like going around it like this. Get back here. Yeah,
Colliders
but
at work.
Proxy is mega sexy. The horse you were using yesterday looked like you. No cute here. Speaking of models, still don't have one. But I think I finally made some sort of progress on character design. Hell yeah. No, Kisu, Proxy's OCs and character choices in Uma Musume are heavily influenced by stuff they've liked in the past. So back in the day, like 5 years ago, if you saw Proxy on VRChat, they had big long sleeves that went over their hands and drooped. And that was like their favorite thing. And like you could look into their sleeves and you'd see the ocean. And so
Huh?
what?
You see the ocean?
Yeah. What's weird about that? What are we hung up on?
Am I lost here?
No.
You're looking into sleeves and you see the ocean?
Maybe you're misunderstanding. I'll try again. Proxy
I probably did. I absolutely did.
Proxy had an OC and a model in VRChat,
Okay.
5 years ago. It had big sleeves.
Mhm.
If you look in the sleeves, you see the ocean. That's it. That's we got it now, right?
Okay, I heard it. I heard that perfectly. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just gaslighting me. It made me feel silly for asking.
What am I gaslighting you about? What do you mean?
I'm like, you saw the ocean in their sleeves, and you could have been like, oh yeah, they had this weird, different thing set up where they
What?
had an optical illusion.
I
I don't know.
That's
Am
not.
I out of line here?
That's not gaslighting. That's me just being like, yeah, you can see the ocean in their sleeves. Is that? I don't think that's gaslighting. I think you're gaslighting me
that's a
that
very-
I'm gaslighting.
I think I'm gaslighting myself now.
Hi, Jan. Good boy, you.
Was it like a static image?
I don't think so. I don't know how
It was
it works.
animated?
That shit's way too above
Oh
my
my God.
intelligence. Good job, Strong. Agnes Tachyon
I don't know what
has
that was
always
for,
been my
but-
favorite.
It's good.
Makes it. I think that was for the 3 hours of studying. What's wrong? That's kind of neat.
Oh yeah, that makes.
I carried an ocean in my clothes. A sleeve with a different world in it. That's neat. Gaslight harder. It was a proper ocean shader with
I
waves
want
and
to
everything.
see that.
Strong trying to gaslight.
That sounds wild. I wasn't.
It'd be really funny, right? Because like I'd be watching Lele, and she would look in Proxy's sleeves, and you'd see the ocean, and then like 20 minutes would go by, and she'd look across the room, and you'd see Proxy laying down, holding his sleeve up, and somebody's face just like at their fucking cuffs, just putting their face in his sleeves. And it was like, yep, they're checking out the ocean. You can hear Ocean Man when you
like
look.
this.
Yeah, basically.
That's wild.
it was just really funny. I'm a little apprehensive with my creature choice since it took me a lot of listening to be able to pronounce it right. And I know it'll be that way for other people too. I still have it and it still works? Hell yeah. I really like the creature. What creature is it, Kisu? If you want to share. What's happening under Stroga Chin? There's not really anything happening, but they have metal bits because they're like, they got some cybernetics going on. That's actually where the face connects. So like, you know, you unlock it and then you can pull the face off, and then it's just like Robo Face under that. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's like that at all.
we going Blade Runner up in here.
Because I
Yeah,
rub
that's why.
Strog's chin too much. I rather Strog keep the face on. So like, I don't know what Strog has in mind for this OC for this character. If it is like a fully like cybernetic android with just like flesh appearances on the outside, or if it's just like cyborg and it's like, no, that's my face, please don't take it off.
That would be super sick if I could get it like rigged up like Iron Man's masks or like come
Oh,
up
God.
and stuff.
I bet somebody's done that with an anime girl face, where like
That's been done for sure.
you see it and then it just like cracks apart and like folds off to the sides, and it's just robot face that's horrifying.
Yeah, like Terminator style shit. That'd be cool as hell. I'd
Mhm.
love to figure out how to do that.
Ah. If I fall asleep now, I feel like I could. I feel like everyone else is falling asleep around me, and I'm like, oh, this is making me sleepy.
I'll be up if you don't want to sleep.
Well,
But I'll do whatever.
I
could probably
always-
go for a nap as well. I didn't sleep that much.
I always do want to sleep is the thing.
Dude, when I was driving back from Venice today, I was like, oh man, I'm so sleepy. Because it's been like rainy for the past 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So no sun. Just driving on wet roads.
What if Under Cybernetics is just a tiny Gundam piloting Strog? You in Italy, Strog? They are in Italy. That is where they are stationed. Which normally, you know, I don't want to dox people, but I feel like Strog's pretty open about that.
Yeah, come take it.
At your own peril.
Yeah. Wait, what do I mean by that?
What do you mean by that, Strog? Challenge accepted. It's not fully decided yet. I'll say if I do decide on it. It doesn't have a fluffy tail, which is something holding me back about it.
Guess my hands keep doing that. I forgot that this model has a tail. That's coming off probably.
Yeah?
Well, I'll just toggle it.
Are you going to, like, fully remove it, or are you gonna fucking, like, snip it and have, like, a stump tail?
No, I'll probably just put everything on toggles, honestly. Because having the option is nice, especially if it came with it already. Like, if I had to go and put it on myself, I'd probably be less motivated to do that. But since this model came this way, it'd be a lot easier to just toggle it off and then have the toggle remain.
I see fire.
I see.
There's a hentai artist named Slugbox, and they have two Catgirl OCs that they draw a lot. And one of them has like the biggest and fluffiest tail possible, and the other one does not have a tail because they got drunk at a college party and shot it off with a shotgun.
Oh, there's lore.
Slugbox.
That's neat.
Story of my life. Oh God.
We all been there. It's happened to all of us.
Yeah. Who hasn't blown their own tail off with a shotgun? Do you know of the sad whale? I don't think I do.
Let he who has not cast the first yeet.
Where do you think my tail IRL went? Light source? Aw. I do have.
That just reminded me of that
polymorph
comic.
trauma.
Or that, I don't know if it's a comic, but that meme where it's like, oh, we had to perform like an emergency like blank transplant. It's like, oh my gosh, where's blank? And then it's like, who do you think gave you the blank? It's like, oh no.
I like the reverse of it, where it's like an F to M transition surgery, and it's like the surgery was a success. We've removed your tits. Where's Garfield? Who do you think took your tits? It's like Garfield in another room with these tits surgically put on them. It's like, hang on, that's not how that works at all.
I was listening to a podcast in a similar vein where it was MTF thing and go into surgery and then they come out of surgery and they're like, so yeah, there was complications. We didn't end up removing it, but we added a second one. Or something like that.
Wait a minute. That's
So they
messed
just
up.
they wanted 0, ended up with 2.
God.
Which I thought was pretty funny.
Usually horror stories like that don't happen with surgery, but like I have seen some stories online where it's like, yeah, so we're really sorry. We amputated the wrong leg. And it's like, fucking what?
That stuff happens.
I know.
They like legit. They'll just mark it now. Like, don't forget.
Well, like, I think in the case that I saw, it was marked wrong. Like,
Oh.
it was a resident marked the wrong leg.
Mm.
And so when they got to surgery, they were like, well, this is the one that's marked.
I just like the absurdity of like, you're just going in to have them, to do bottom surgery, and then like there was a complication. We had to add a second.
I saw a crazy medical story recently. Apparently, a woman had a kidney transplant, and the original kidney was from a chimpanzee. Which I didn't know you could do that, but apparently it worked. They were fully compatible, and there was no signs of rejection. She died after 9 months from something else. But when they looked at the kidneys, it was like, no, they're working fine. Oh my god, the whole surprise donor surgery thing reminded me of Ren and Stimpy, where Ren wanted to get buff. Oh Jesus, PTSD. Ren and Stimpy was a wild show.
Enough Ren and Stimpy.
More so the like,
Yeah.
I think they did a reversion of it, like a second version that was like, let's just make it way more adult, where like you see tits and everything.
Yeah, so like that's where I drew confusion, because like I remember a Ren and Stimpy that was like very, like adolescent oriented,
Mm-hmm.
and then like apparently there was a much more adult Ren and Stimpy that completely missed me, and I don't know like where the cutoff happened or when, which happened when, but like it was just very confusing, and like being like, oh yeah, Ren and Stimpy, and then like seeing like just like little bits or sketches of like the really adult one and being like, I don't remember this at all.
I remember seeing like little bits of the show here and there back in the day, but I don't really remember much, so I didn't really like it that much. Then a couple of years ago, seeing like, here's a clip of Ren and Stimpy where they like get a job as like
fuck each other in the ass.
or they're like shower technicians, and like girls on the beach will take a shower here and they like massage their breasts, and I'm like, This was not on TV. Hang on a minute. What the fuck? Huh? And just
The
like
creators are actively gaslighting us.
Did she become chimpanzee like the Phantom traits? I don't believe so.
Start eating bananas.
I don't think anything of the sort happened. The original was on Nickelodeon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it a few times there. I actually didn't watch much shows on Nickelodeon. I was a Cartoon Network
I remember it on Nickelodeon.
So, like, I watched Cartoon Network a lot. And if there was a show on Cartoon Network I didn't like, I would check Nickelodeon and Toon Disney. There was almost nothing I liked on Toon Disney. But if SpongeBob was
always
on
watched
Nickelodeon, I'd
Nickelodeon.
watch that. I want to say there was another show on Nickelodeon that I liked. Toon Disney had nothing
I
I
love
liked.
Danny Phantom.
I didn't really care for it that much.
Dude, the goth sidekick.
Yeah. There's stuff with it's either the creator or the main artist for that. Apparently he'd been like stealing art for years. I need to look into the story before I like talk about it.
Just spreading fucking libel.
Just
Like,
spreading fucking
or
deep
whatever
libel.
hearsay.
No, the guy is
I guess it's not that negative.
I need to look into it. The guy is like just I need to look into the story. I need to look into the story before I talk
Can't
about
be
it.
worse than Dan Schneider allegations.
Who's Dan Snyder? Oh, wait,
He's
was
like,
that the
I don't know what his exact title. He's like the guy who ran Nickelodeon, basically. I don't know like what his title was. CEO of Nickelodeon. I don't know. Probably not, but he was. Yes, he had some very, we'll say, interesting creative decisions for the vision of Nickelodeon and some of the shows on it. Oh my god.
He was a pedo and brought 2 others on sets. Yikes. Yeah, I remember I did it that one time with the creator of Invader Zim. And I was like, this guy got caught with child porn.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Nondary was like, no, he fucking didn't. And when I looked at it, I was like, holy shit, where did I get this from? What the fuck? And so, I
You
want to
were just
avoid
saying
doing
that
it
for
again.
years.
I was. Literally, I had like everybody from my
Well, that
school
was like me with that was like me with Marilyn Manson. Like everybody's like, "Oh, dude, fucking sucks and he's gross." And I was like a vehement like Marilyn Manson defender for years, and then like shit actually came out like a year or two ago, and it was like, "Whoa, damn, this dude does suck."
Bye, Baldier.
For completely different reasons that people weren't tracking.
Thank you for hanging out. Bye. I'm gonna pop off to play some Last Epoch and Helldivers. Have a fantastic weekend, you cuties. Big lob to you. Give Arch a smooch from me. It's a perfect angle. I don't know, he looks comfy.
I don't mind.
Oh my god.
He's like not even asleep. I just love how like that happens sometimes. It's just like, oh yeah, they're sleeping. It's like, no, I'm not.
Have some nice games.
It's like near impossible for me to fall asleep in VR.
It's nice. Though for me, it's a total gamble whether or not I will actually get rest or not, or if I'll wake up in 30 minutes like feeling disheveled.
I can sleep in VR, as I'm sure everybody knows at this point. It's never like quality rest.
No,
'cause
you
you
falling asleep
snoring
in
like
VR?
What the heck, man? Snoring doesn't
Are
make
you
it good or
saying that
bad
to
rest.
me, or- It actually does. It absolutely does, Yulin.
No, it doesn't, because I snore if I'm in a bed. What are you talking about?
Dude, it's like restriction of airways and whatever. I mean, I'm not saying it has anything to do with VR. I'm just saying if you snore, you're not getting as good of sleep that you could be getting if you didn't snore.
But I snore in a bed, and I snore in VR, and I get good sleep in bed.
Oh. But you could be having better sleep in bed potentially.
Yeah, probably.
Some people just snore, Straw.
Some people, you know, I'm not gonna say that.
I mean, what do you do to
It's
not
just a
snore?
really inappropriate. What do I do to not snore?
No, what does a person do to not snore? Like, how is that something they fix?
I think there's like either mouth guards or sleep apnea, like CPAP machines. Maybe have like a sleep study conducted. If insurance covers.
Die.
But just die. Yeah, just live less and then die early. My snoring went away completely when I stopped drinking before bed. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, I lost a bunch of weight. But like it didn't really take that much weight loss for me to stop snoring. Like the first like 10 or 20 pounds, and then I just stopped snoring completely basically.
I mean, so I've lost a lot of weight, and I do know that weight is connected to snoring. But like I've already done that, and so I was kind of like hoping it'd help the snoring, but I think everybody's just like, nah, you still saw fucking logs. I'm like, okay. Isn't there that
Well, do you sleep on your back a lot?
I do.
Yeah, that's probably it.
It's better
I
to
like
sleep on your
almost-
back.
I heard the opposite though.
I mean,
I don't know who's. I mean, I'm not here to say one way or the other, but I never sleep on my back.
I was
But
arguing
when
with
I did get
Core
drunk and
about it.
pass out on my back, I would snore for sure.
I was arguing with Core about it, and we were like
No,
looking
it's
up what you should be sleeping on. It was like most people sleep on their back, and it is considered the healthiest. Secondary people sleep on their side, and this can lead to back issues. You're supposed to put something between your knees to like keep your alignment. And then the least people sleep on their stomach, and this is the worst for you.
Yeah, I'm like a stomach or a side sleeper usually.
I never sleep on my stomach.
I always sleep on my back. If I'm having trouble sleeping on, like falling asleep, I'll try sleeping on my side, but I think I'll end up on my back. Oh, don't clip that out of context. Face down sleeper. Core does? Yeah, no, Core 100% sleeps stomach down, face down, in VR. It's wild. Had to start sleeping on my
Stomach
stomach.
down. Stomach down, face down, ass up.
Oh my god. Ah.
But yeah, because like the snoring's like the soft palate of the top of your mouth, and then like the back of your throat, or whatever, like or your tongue maybe. All that just getting like too condensed, and then when air moves through it, it will create a funny noise.
I only ever see her sleep on back or side? Really? Maybe she's switched it up. I used to always see her on her stomach. We're gonna raid. I'm ready to fall asleep. I want to go,
I'll be
like,
right back
clear
before-
my nose. That's what I really want to do.
Oh yeah.
Don't say aw yeah to that. What the fuck?
I didn't hear what you're talking about, Yulin. I'm in my own world.
I'm like, I want to clear my nose, and you're like, aw yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, what the fuck?
nose.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, I pressed the thing.
Yeah, make room for something else. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus. Anchor world.
Oh, you can still hear me?
I can for now. But now I can't. We're going to Mrs. Mrs. is playing Nier Automata. They've been on a Nier kick playing through all those games. Flash raid. My Zeus. able to sleep in VR like that is not natural. I agree. And she gets defensive about it. It's like, that's not natural. Of course, she's like, what do you mean? Why is it not natural? Why is it bad? It's like, it's weird. How do you breathe? That being said, we did 5.7 miles today. We've started the Cataclysm videos. I'll be making Cata videos probably for the next 2 weeks or so. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We're gonna play Lethal Company tomorrow. Thanks for streaming, Lynn. Appreciate you. No, I appreciate you. We're gonna play Lethal Company after stream tomorrow. I'm probably gonna talk to somebody tonight and have them set up a mod pack, and maybe I'll share it on the Discord for what the mods are. If you want to join me for that, you're more than welcome to. That being said, where's my mouse? I love you. Bye. No, you have a lovely day.
I stopped thinking about it. Stop thinking about what?